So yeah, I'll start that up. Why don't we do that recap, and then hopefully we'll see if Ward is here, and if not, we'll just have to
I
figure
think
out.
I'm back now. My
Oh,
internet was acting out.
all right. So
I had to turn it off and on. The good old fix everything in
some
computers.
classic IT right there.
Yeah.
Turn it off and on, plug it in, unplug it.
Plug it in, plug it out.
Yeah. So can you scribe Ward?
I can attempt.
All right, sweet. So Schroeder, do you want to give us a quick recap of last time?
Sure. Uh, the party decided to continue towards Chiron's lab after exchanging pleasantries with the princess and her mentioning her concerns about quote unquote Thorn.
I
Uh,
was sure you're gonna
and
say STDs.
Uh
then no. And then after sharing information about the Hollow and the Shadow Lords with Chiron, we decided to venture to the laboratory Hollow through the teleportation feature in the Hollow at the cathedral. I realized I forgot the L on that word. Nice. On the way there, we ran into another large skeletal monstrosity, which was quickly banished to deal with it later. And after convincing John Luke to let us borrow his shadow crystal and Schroeder befriending the now known to be Warforged constructs previously enslaved by the dwarves that reside in the Hollow, was granted access to them. Once we teleported to the labs, we were engaged by a couple Hezros that immediately attacked, and after an interesting and slightly painful fight, managed to kill them and have gained access to the lab room with many curious items yet to be identified.
All right. So yeah, the group was. I think you originally came here because you were looking for possible
Wait.
necrotic potions and weapons and just
Yep.
ways to easily or more easily fight against the dragon and ultimately the Shadow Lord. All
Mhm.
right. So
Does absorb elements work on necrotic?
I don't believe
Yes.
so. Does
I
it?
don't think so. No, I don't think
No?
so.
I don't
Nope.
think
That's
so.
not
I'd have
the.
to. I mean, I have to double
Uh,
check, but
no, I don't think it does.
let me look up the spell really quick.
I'm just asking because I'm kind of a wizard.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Incoming energy. Triggering damage type.
I have the spell
Yeah, I
again.
didn't read anything in there that would make it seem like it wouldn't.
Well, it just says triggering damage type. Uh, yeah, it doesn't actually. Oh wait.
Up at the
Oh
casting
yeah,
time.
casting time. So, which you when you take
Oh,
acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. So yeah, it is specific to those types.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I
They didn't put it in the
missed that.
description, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
Why
where I
would they
was
put it
looking,
up
so
there? That's weird. Huh. Okay.
that's why I clearly missed it.
Yeah.
Just to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well. So yeah, no, you'd have to have one of those types. All right. So it is. Oh, and we have Calgrod as leader and Balefire as quartermaster. Does that sound right?
I might be
Well,
there.
the
Are we?
portable hole is probably the one who's quartermaster. It's a good idea.
Wait, who's what?
Calgrod is leader and quartermaster is or Balefire is quartermaster.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they changed a lot of the aesthetics.
Because of
Oh,
the
for
dark
dark
mode.
mode, yeah. And there's
It's
still
mostly annoying.
you don't like the dark mode.
The text is different.
Yeah, and there's some text that is still needing to be converted because it looks weird, but for the most part, it's working. But anyway, so you are in the lab. It is
uh,
currently
bloody in the lab.
hmm?
Bloody in the lab. A few of us are
Bloodied.
bloody.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're the fight was definitely a bit rough. It's I think 3 o'clock in the afternoon,
Uh huh.
if my calendar is correct. So yeah, what do you all want to do?
I believe when we left off, I was trying to see if I could read that tablet and figure out what school of magic is on it.
Yes. So you were casting Detect Magic, is that right?
Ward and I both already had it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were frog in the room.
All right. So the magic type or the school, right? Is that what you wanted?
Mm-hmm.
I should just save this. So the school of magic is conjuration.
Okay, and I take it you want me to list my languages to see if I can read it.
Probably. What do you read?
Deep Speech, Draconic, Sylvan, and Vidalcan, along with Common.
No, it is none of those.
Dang.
Yeah, I guess
We've gone
none
through.
of us asked if it
Um,
was common last time.
I really wish, yeah, I really wish there was a feature in D20 where you can type the text in a language and only people speaking characters with that language can understand it. I must say, this is a feature that's in Foundry, and it's so awesome because
Yeah,
you,
I think
you
uh, I think one of the problems with Roll20 is because it's meant for so many different game
uh,
systems. It doesn't have stuff that's more focused like that. Which it would be nice if they had that.
yeah, this thing is because there's a lot of there can be a lot of meta information when you give that to that.
Yeah,
It's, yeah,
yeah.
Is it not dwarven?
It is not dwarven now.
it is not woven. Let me see what I have.
Although
When I took a look,
I think there is a button that lets you display all your language proficiencies real quick in the text, but I don't know
Ah,
exactly how
okay,
you do that
from your character sheet.
so
from
I took a
Roll20.
look at
Yeah.
it before. When I took a look at it before, would it be primordial or elvish?
No.
I looked and it wasn't primordial.
Then abyssal, I
We've gone
think
through
we
a
already
lot of
tested.
languages.
Oh, there you go. Balefire figured it out.
Rise, right?
Yeah. So you.
In Beyond, if you click on your character sheet, just in the general like languages in the bottom left corner, it pops up the sidebar, and then there's a Beyond 20, a red button next to languages, and when you click on that, it flips it over.
Is there
Yeah.
a way to do that in Roll20?
I don't.
Well, I had to click 3 times, but I did it too.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, you
Uh,
can kind of do it like that, and that makes it a little
Yeah,
easier.
Ward, you've got the table for the most part, correct?
I think we were looking at it and we found some stuff already.
So on the table, let me check my notes and see if I gave you that yet. I don't think I did. So there were a couple of things on the table. There were 3 clear potions that are sitting in a holder.
Okay.
There's looks like about 80 gold pieces worth of arcane components.
I would give those to Schroeder immediately.
Mm.
You can add them to the
Thank you.
stack.
Yep.
And it looks like there is a recipe book.
Ooh, like an
For
alchemical
cooking?
recipe book?
It looks like this book only holds recipes for the different types of healing potions.
Oh,
That's still really useful.
Yep.
I thought it might be the Shadow Lord's favorite dish.
More of a
How
cooking
much
recipe
arcane
book.
components?
80.
Yeah.
80? Okay.
80.
Just gonna make a
So
notes
I
tab
will
and
keep the
do that at
potions
the
in
end.
my inventory and I will identify them until we find out what to do with them.
Yeah. Do you want to
And,
identify those while I try to identify that dust?
yeah, we still have another table to look at or a painting or whatever that is.
It was a tapestry, I believe.
This thing.
Yeah, it is a tapestry that contains symbols for the different schools of magic. It looks like artistically embroidered on it. Looks
It
kind of like a
wasn't
decoration.
it wasn't pinging anything magical though.
Everything in the room pings magical. You think there's at least a slight magical aura on this whole place. I think I mentioned that it might be
Was
used in building to
Yeah,
preserve the
to
architecture.
preserve it. Did that have a unique pinging though?
No, you think it is a preservation aura like the rest of this place.
Okay.
I'm going to
Yeah.
be very curious and try and look behind it.
Just wall behind it, nothing interesting.
Okay, I'll try and investigate it just a little bit more to be curious, but that's it.
And I'll start ritual casting Identify on the dust.
I'll start with the potions too. If we're taking a break, right?
Yeah, some people
yeah.
needed to
Oh, yeah.
rest as well.
I think yeah.
If we're doing a short rest, I'm not praying for healing. Never mind, scratch that. I thought we were being a little quicker than that. If it's not too late.
Prayer of healing. You meant you were casting the spell.
I was going to while we were looking around.
Gotcha.
If it's too,
Okay.
like I
Yeah,
have the
that's
spell
right.
slot, I can use it if we have to. If it's too late, that's fine.
No, it's okay. If we'll say that because you don't actually expend the slot till you cast, so you can just stop if you were starting.
Mostly
started-
Nico and Calgord were injured, right? I think the
Uh,
rest of us are pretty good.
Dija, yeah, that's the three of us with Dija, yeah. Nico, Dija, and me.
All right, so you're starting a rest. Give me a d20 roll for events. Let's see if anything happens.
Nico, let's go.
Let's
I knew you're gonna
go.
roll it.
Higher roll than normal.
Mm-hmm.
So as you are in the midst of the rest, anyone with a passive perception of 14 or over would hear something moving around in the room to the north. Do you want to do anything or just keep resting?
Well, since I can't hear anything, I'll keep identifying, I guess.
Yeah, I also didn't hear it.
They all heard it and will mention it, but thinks the party should just continue resting.
You want to make sure that door's locked then?
Yeah, I can double check that door.
You don't think this door is locked.
Does it have a lock that I can see?
Yeah, so the double doors do have a lock if you want to try to lock it.
Yeah, why don't I go ahead and try and lock that real quick?
Give me a. You gonna try to do it quietly or just try to quickly pick it shut?
No, it's super quiet.
Give me a stealth check.
Sorry, folks.
Alright, so you are stealthy. Go ahead, give me a lockpick. Thieves' tools check.
Reverse lock picking for the win.
Do it.
It's a locking.
Hang on. Why didn't it's there? Oh, right. They click on the inventory. Sorry.
Yeah.
There they are. Ability, X, efficiency, efficiency.
The Saturday session was so funny, Lou. I almost started crying.
What? Why?
When he drank the potion and became possessed.
Yeah.
I was like, what the?
That was pretty funny. So 15 is just enough, and there is a click as the door locks. You think well, you don't know for sure if whatever it is hurt it, but you at least got the door locked. All right, so you continue your rest. You were identifying the dust, Schroeder, right?
Yep.
All right, so about 10 minutes in, the dust doesn't seem to have a function, but it does look like it is demon essence. Demonic essence.
Yes, I'm grabbing all of that.
Okay, what are you putting it in?
Let me see.
You would
I'll put it in
guess
my pot.
your pot. Do you have a way of closing
Yeah.
your pot?
Clothes.
Yeah, so it doesn't leak out all over your backpack.
Oh yeah, I can put one of my spare cloaks over it and tie it.
I don't know if. Go ahead.
If Nico sees him struggling to put dust in a pot, I'll just. Do, I have a pouch if you'd like to use this instead.
Oh, thank you.
Cool.
So yeah, you could probably use a pouch. It might take something a little bit larger because there is a lot of dust in there.
Well, you can put some of it in here at least.
Schroeder, we need to get you a bag of holding and then so many vials.
Yeah.
So I'll say there's about 500 gold pieces worth of demon essence in here.
Oh wow.
Wow.
You can probably fit about 200 gold pieces worth in the pouch.
What about in the pot?
I mean, you could try to do something makeshift with your pot and your cloak, but if it's banging around in your backpack, you're probably gonna lose some of it because that's not very secure.
What if I
If I
had an alchemist set and I would have probably like 3 vials in it, right?
So
Oh right, I'm only using 2 from my set
I haven't
right
used
now.
any for mine, so we can easily use mine.
So I guess if you want to try to stuff it in one of the vials, you could probably fit be like 200 gold pieces in a vial. So that would probably work.
So I would give 2 vials for my what's it called? Alchemist tools. Device.
Well, I can use the last one I have because I'm using 2 currently, so I could
I'm
just.
not using any, so that's a good thing.
That's fair.
Okay, so
So 2 vials is 400, so I'll give them to Schroeder.
you split the essence between some vials in the pouch. You now have emptied the chest and put all the essence, I guess, into your stuff in your backpack.
Can we keep the empty potions and just start refilling those?
Yes, so you can keep a potion vial after you drink it. You just have to remember it's in your hand and then you just put it down somewhere. It's assumed that you just drop it and it breaks usually.
Ah,
But
need to
if
start
you,
remembering that one.
but yeah, if you use a potion, you would still technically have the vial.
Yeah, so technically we have a bunch of vials, we just need to drink them.
This is true.
And the 3 potions, right?
Yeah. Okay, so anything else during the hour rest, or was that it?
I was identifying the potions.
All right. Okay. And you have your pearl, I assume.
Yes.
So they seem to be greater healing potions.
Ooh.
Anything else during the hour rest?
Well, if anybody wants a potion, or we can just give them to our trusted treasury.
Well, I mean, I'd rather have carry them on me. We should spread them between people rather than having them in a bag.
I
A
already
healing
have a
potion in a
potion of
bag.
healing. I already
A
have a
healing
regular
potion.
potion of healing on me, so I can just give it.
Well,
To
hold on, hold on. A healing potion in a bag is useless because the time to take it out when you need it urgently is it's better like on people's belts than in one person's bag.
Yeah, remember
So
bringing a. If you have something in a bag of holding, it takes an action to retrieve it. And
yeah,
if you have it in your
exactly.
backpack, it's the same thing. It's about an action to
Yeah,
retrieve it.
and,
So,
and then you have an action to
yeah,
drink it.
so
So
I
you're
was just
losing.
saying I have one on me already, so I can give everybody if they need it.
Yeah, I do too. But I think having two for people that are frontline, having two is not a bad thing.
I don't think Bill
So
has
Well,
any.
you're getting smacked often, you and Nico, so we can give one each.
yeah, I already have a super, so I'd rather go with somebody that doesn't have any yet, and then we can discuss for the rest.
Well, Bellfire, you're more on the front line than me. Do you have any?
one, so I'll take one of them.
So 1 potion of greater healing for Bellfire. I have 2 on me. You can take one and put in your inventory if you want.
All right. So it's a potion of greater healing. Is that
Yes, 1 to
right?
Galgrot and 1 to Nico.
So
Thank you very much.
So each one of you add 1 potion to your
thank
inventory.
you.
I'm removing it from mine.
All right. So you get your
And keep
potions.
the vial. We need to put some dust in it.
Need some vials for dust. All right. So anyone else doing anything during the short rest? All right.
Nope.
So it passes without issue. Go ahead and do your hit dice
Yeah.
to
I
heal up.
teacher. So teacher is doing.
Yeah, I'll use one. Good.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I would use Arcane Recovery too.
Arcane recovery. All right. So you do
Yeah,
that.
I'm
I'll get,
also using that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that should be fine.
It's half my level, right?
I
Yes, half your level.
think
I'm getting back a 5th
so.
level spell slot.
Yeah.
Right. Nice. Jeez. I'm missing from at the same time.
It's a weird age to be a wizard with high level spells. You kinda wanna run into danger just so you have a good opportunity to use them.
Yep. And as soon as we're done with the rest, I'm going to start ritual casting Rary's telepathic bond.
All right, and that's another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Speaking
link it.
telepathically is always useful in my opinion.
Well, I might need
Yeah.
your assistance, Schroeder.
Yeah, sure.
Perhaps this evening to describe the enhanced abilities.
Oh, that
for-
reminds me, actually. Let me do that while
I
I'm
might-
thinking about it.
Why would you need my assistance for that?
I think you are really good at making the magic ink with the components. Is it even worth? Will- enhance
Does something give him a bonus to crafting magic inks?
He's
I mean, my
really good with alchemy. skills.
alchemist, yeah, I'm really good with alchemy.
Oh, right. So there's a chance you could roll
I
high, I
mean,
guess.
in the D&D world, you're probably a genius. with alchemy.
He's got the alchemy.
Yeah, I can help you make the ink, but in terms of like actually scribing it, I can't
Oh,
do
no,
that for you.
that I can do myself. That's fine.
So in the compendium, I
Enhanced
don't.
ability sounds like a spell we might want to use when you're in town.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Enhanced ability is really good.
Yeah, we should have it if we ever come across.
Oh, so what I was going to say is that I added something in the journal called prolonged effects and timers. So any spells or torches or anything that you have that takes more than a minute or during a battle, you can put them up in there just to track how long they're going to last. So something that lasts an hour or 8 hours, like mage armor, you just have to put, when you cast it, when it's going to be done. So we know what effects are currently on the party. Because I noticed people were casting aid and then forgetting when they cast it, so they weren't sure how long it was lasting.
Can I cast the scroll even though I'm not one of the classes who can cast the spell?
I don't
I
believe
just found
so.
out that Okay, so I can't use the scroll I have on me.
I think you have to have it in your spell list. You don't have to, if you're a wizard, you don't have to have it in your spell book, but you have to, your class has to be able to use it, as far as I remember.
So Nico, do you want a scroll of enhanced ability? Because I think you're the only one who. Maybe I think Algrod can cast druid spells.
No. Sweet spells. No.
He has ranger spells.
Yeah,
And-
rangers
and
are
cleric.
druids, right?
Cleric.
No, those are different.
Yeah, some of
So
the spells.
Nico, you are the only one who can use this.
Um, hold on, give
Sure.
me 1 sec. I actually might be able to do it unless I'm getting confused with which other one I can do.
If you're based on a wizard, then I think you won't be
I
able to, right?
am, but I also have the ability to use a different class's spells. I think it was Warlock though.
Correct. Warlock.
It is Warlock? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Nico, you
Yes.
probably should be holding this. And they'll give you
All
the
right.
scroll of enhance ability.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
All right,
I
so
will
yeah,
take that.
mark that in your book. All right, so you casted Rary's telepathic bond, which is an hour, and you said it was a ritual, right?
Yes, I'm doing it as a ritual.
Okay, so mark that in the effects, and actually give me another d20 roll while you're doing that.
I will cast Mage Armor on myself before we head out.
Okay,
Yeah, also same.
so you
Always
can
gotta have that up.
you can put that in the
Prolong
effects
distract,
as well.
right?
Yeah,
So, edit.
and give me a d20 roll. 15.
Hey.
All right, so the 10 minutes pass without issue. It is now probably 4:20 or so.
4:20 p.m.
Yeah, because an hour
Okay.
passed for the rest. I'll update the calendar. There you go.
You said 420?
Yeah, because it was 3 when we started, and there was an hour rest, and it was about 20 minutes worth of things that you were doing.
So for the rest of the day, we probably have Mage Armor.
All right, so what does everyone want to do?
So I know we mentioned there was stuff up north. Do we know what's
Did we
going on
look at
up
this
here?
door? Yeah. I
So
don't think we
that
did.
door was marked storage in Dwarven.
And the storage dwarven is the thing we see on the ground here, the blue text.
That's something different. It looks like some kind of arcane markings are etched into the floor.
Can I attempt to use Arcana to
Sure, take a
find
look
out?
at it.
I
I
will
don't
also
remember
attempt.
if we did this last time. So these look like Rune Master writings. Possibly some kind of spell is active here.
Ooh.
There might be some kind of ward on the door or something maybe shielding the door. It's hard to say.
Schroeder, you played around with dwarven magic, right? You might have.
Yeah, I'll ask Balefire for the assist on translation, but
Well, we have
uh,
Bellfire who can read dwarven too, so that's also useful.
Yep.
Does it seem to me that if I was able to read dwarvish, it would assist me in finding out?
Uh, sorry, one moment.
If it's my thing, it can wait. I just didn't want to forget to ask.
Yeah, I was looking at. I don't know if it has Potion of Greater Healing in there. You can just edit a Potion of Healing and switch the numbers around a bit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, what was your question?
I was just asking Schroeder and Bellfire to help me because I don't read dwarvish or have played around with the.
So the symbols on the floor you don't think are a spoken language, rather a magical way of storing magical energy.
Oh.
So you'd guess like some kind of spell or trap that's set on the door.
We can
do
try
we
and dispel it.
Yeah, that's what I was
We
thinking.
can also try and look in the other direction that's probably less trapped. But the goodies are probably behind the magic stuff.
Yeah. We could just take turns counterspelling until it's gone. Or dispelling until it's gone.
Spell, but I don't take this spell magic every day. Next day, tomorrow I'll take it.
Alright,
It's
I'll
a
just
good
try.
thing to have
I
here.
will dispel magic at 3rd level.
All right, so you cast spell magic.
You got this.
Go ahead and give me a dispel magic check.
Before he does that, I'm going to cast guidance on him.
Okay.
It's an intelligence check plus the d4.
The
Yes.
D4. You have a 3.
So you get plus
Hey.
3 to your roll.
Did you heal yourself, Nico? I still see you bloody.
So 20 total.
I forgot to take that off. Thank you.
All right, so there is a flash, and the ruins would poof disappear. As that happens, a small ball of light would appear in the room next to you, and it says, "Excuse me, friends, but you don't have access to that room. Please, please refrain from dispelling the defenses on rooms." And there is a flash of light, and you would see the runes appear again on the floor.
Demis, is that you?
It is me, Demi Schroeder. It is good to see you
Oh.
again.
Oh, I apologize. I did not realize it was warded by you. What access would we need to gain access here?
You would have to be given permissions by the Rune Master Council.
Is there a way to do that?
All questions towards the Rune Master Council should be directed at them in their headquarters within the capital.
How would we get there?
There should be a teleportation route through the hollow.
Do I have access to that teleportation route?
Your current permissions do allow you teleportation rights.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a good day. And she pops away. What do you want to do?
Hi. So,
Was that like a talk we all heard, or is that just in
Yeah,
Shadowstalkers net?
you all heard that because she actually did
Okay.
appear in the room. So that might be the first time
Okay.
you all saw Demi.
yeah,
Wow.
so that was
Oh my
Demi, you
God.
guys. They
Demi?
are,
That's a
yeah,
weird
Demi.
name.
That's
Oh, okay.
the Warforged that's inside the hollow.
Uh-huh.
You actually think that was someone different. That may have been the original Demi you spoke
Yeah,
to.
the original Demi, not Demi Prime.
Yeah. There might be a different magical intelligence that's actually just in the labs, because it didn't seem as forceful as Demi Prime.
So that's the, I
So
guess,
there is a teleportation
lower
to the
version.
capital. Man,
I'm guessing
that
that's
is
the other one that we didn't go to yet.
So did it say that we actually cannot enter that room
Not until we gain permission from the Rune
from the
Masters.
room masters, and we have to go to the capital to do that.
Wait, aren't all the Rune Masters dead? Shiva says. The Rune Masters, I
well-
thought they existed like 1,000 years ago in a different empire.
If
Oh.
it turns out that they are all gone, then we could reason with Demi or Demi Prime to renegotiate entrance.
Oh,
Or we can attempt to disguise ourselves as one of them and give. Perhaps it would give us authorization, right?
Well,
I don't know how it works. Maybe
No.
we need one of their hands or something.
I mean, if it was able to tell instantly when we dispelled that, I think it might be able to know if we're not the real thing.
Yeah, they are extremely intelligent, and I would not attempt trying to coerce them in such a way.
How is something called dummy extremely intelligent?
Well, it's a thing. It's a
You
magic
can't
implement.
Base
It has a
someone's
specific
intelligence
function.
on their name.
Well, I mean, calling themselves that, who named them? Who named them then?
That's a really good question that I don't have the answer to.
Well, I mean, there are two of them, so.
Oh,
There's at
okay.
least two of them.
Hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
So
maybe
is-
the door from the
Did
other side
Calgord-
is.
Did Calgord see anything? I mean, this is like completely new to Calgord, or is that something that he may have like learned about from archaeological find?
give me give me a history check. Let's see if you've. I think you may have done one on the Hollow before, but you can make another check, see if you remember anything.
And I did let the group know about Demi Prime being a Warforged.
Yeah, but at the time I didn't realize it was just a light showing. I mean, the notion that the light is kind of speaking like that, it's either super magical or very, very strange,
Or very, very ancient.
or very ancient, which is the part that I'm interested with. Yeah,
Uh,
sorry.
so you don't know much about Demi or what their purpose is, but you do remember reading something about the Hollow having these magical stewards that are sort of like in terms of like what we would know like artificial intelligences, but you
Mhm.
don't know how smart they're supposed to be or how easy they'd be
Right.
to fool.
Well,
That
so Calgord was certainly kind of hearing that there is a possibility to teleport to the capital. Would point out to the group that that could be still pretty interesting to do, even if the rune masters are not there here. Because guess what is next to the capital?
Well, you would guess that the creature was talking about the dwarven capital back in the day, which probably has been destroyed because of the cataclysm.
Not the Empire's Ketaka. Okay,
No,
okay,
not
No.
definitely not the Teruvian capital, because yeah,
okay,
these
okay,
these
okay.
these intelligences would have no idea of the different capitals from different cycles.
All right.
Yeah, they
Wow,
didn't
that
even
was
know the name of Isik because it had changed names since the last they were there.
Yeah,
okay. All right. So it took a little bit for Calgord to realize that they are talking about. Okay, got it.
yep.
Now I got it.
All right. So what do you
This
all
Um,
want to do?
this
I
whole
mean,
time, Nico is just thinking about how weird this group's girlfriends are.
Demi and the undead lady.
I
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
And is
undead
just
yet.
trying to figure out like what could possibly top that with the other two that I only met like maybe a week ago. But
Maybe you'll top us both. Who
mm,
knows?
All
I'm
right.
sure Bill will let you be on top if you want.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah. I was
Sorry.
the opening was there. I was
Set him
just
up too
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
much.
just no way that was gonna go by me without
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I gave you too much of a setup there.
Yeah. I mean, that was like T-ball.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the assist.
Yeah.
all right.
Even if if the teleportation to the capital is still functional, even if it is somewhat destroyed, it might be worth going there since it used to be home to the Rune Masters.
Well, Schroeder, didn't you say that there were only a couple that you could teleport to?
Yeah, and if Demi is saying that I have access to the teleporters, then Demi will know, or at least Demi Prime will know, if it is still functional to teleport there. And if it's not, then it shouldn't be too difficult to negotiate getting entrance since the Rune Masters might not even be alive anymore.
Or the council or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea of war to try to kind of try to fool them into thinking we are the rule masters. Is there a way to do that?
Um,
Were they dwarves?
they are not dwarves.
Okay. Because I can't
The
pass
Rune
as a dwarf.
Masters, I don't know.
I could
But
maybe pass as a dwarf sitting on another dwarf's shoulders, but
but
Three
they can
dwarf,
clearly
three dwarves in a
manipulate the
trench
Hollow
coat.
very well,
mm,
and to do so takes a lot of skill.
Well, for now we have another door
Yep.
All right.
with some noise behind it. Apparently, I didn't hear anything.
Yes, earlier you heard sounds that sounded like something moving around in there.
I'm gonna light Nico's shield again.
thank you.
All right. You light up Nico's shield, casting a light spell. Anything else?
Well, waiting for Belfire to head to the door. He locked it, so he has to unlock it now.
I'll give him guidance before he starts.
Alright. Balefire gains guidance, giving him a D4.
Another
Oh,
card. Nice.
that's a good one.
Are you trying to be quiet again, Balefire?
Yeah.
Alright, give me a stealth check.
Oh, stealth. Sorry, that was the wrong button.
You
Alright.
actually roll one.
So what's giving you advantage?
I just
He has
rolled both.
elven. He have
Uh,
elven cloak.
Yeah,
Then you choose the numbers.
that's probably not applying to that.
Yeah.
No,
specifically.
18.
Okay, so with the 18, unfortunately, unless you have something boosting it, 10 is not enough. So you're like, wait, I got this
Guidance.
before.
Be 3, it'd be a 13.
So
Can I can I attempt, or do we? Because if he tries again, we have to take time, right?
yeah, so you could try again, but you'd have to take some time. You could attempt though if you want.
Can I give myself
Or even if you
guidance?
want to give it a try, go ahead.
Yes, you can.
I will give myself guidance then.
Okay. There you
Apparently, I don't need it.
Wow.
All right. So you are
Oh, but I forgot to be stealthy. I was too excited.
too excited. All right. So there is a click as you undo the door, and you believe it is unlocked. What do you want to do?
Push the door open just enough to peek in.
All right. Give me one moment. So as you, it seems like you have to pull these double doors inward. So you start pulling one of them open. Peeking out. As you do, you see another one of those large creatures on the other side that you had fought earlier. Which did hear the manipulation of the door and is looking over towards it as the door opens. It growls and starts moving towards you.
Alright, here we go, guys.
So give me another. You would see it up here, by the way. Which, oh wait, sorry. Up here, which isn't obvious from the angle, but it's looks like it's up in the top corner of the room. So go ahead and give me an initiative roll. You would also notice on the floor in here, just very quickly, there's some more of those markings, probably from the Rune Master, and another strange glyph over here, which I forget, does anyone speak Abyssal?
Yes.
Okay, so then you would recognize that as being Abyssal. Some kind of, doesn't look like it's an abyssal marking like a language, but maybe like some kind of glyph or rune.
Okay, I'll point it out and say it's probably magical. Don't step on it.
Or through the doorway.
The doorway also seems magical.
Alright, so unfortunately there's not much time to talk, but Calgrod, you would get to act first. What do you want to do?
Realizing that there is this creature on the other side, I would move here, and I would first have Dija run next to, not on the symbol,
Alright,
but
so
next to it.
as Deja steps here, something
Uh-oh.
happens. There is a flash of light, and another creature appears. I don't know if you've seen these yet.
We haven't seen a friendly puppy so far.
Shoes? That's cute.
It growls angrily, and let me, does not seem friendly. Let me add that to the initiative.
I warned you about going through the door.
Does anybody?
Well, I wanted to. If it was an exploding thing, Dija
All
was
right.
the best way to trigger it.
So,
But
yeah, you can continue with Deja now. It doesn't act just yet.
I so 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, and then I'm going to draw my rapier and get straight on this thing and start hacking or piercing.
All right. So
More
you
like
step up as it growls and you attack.
Did
yes.
anything happen when it stepped on the rune?
I didn't step on the rune. Oh,
No, the creature did.
The
the
creature was
creature.
summoned by the rune. The
Okay,
Okay.
rune.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Alright, so there was something. Alright, so plus 2, that's 16.
All right. 16 would be enough to strike it. So you rush
Alright,
forward,
so
slashing with your.
rushing forward, doing a favorite four on it. On top of that, and
So
there you go.
9 points of damage as you kind of graze it with the attack. It looks
Yep.
towards you, getting ready to counterattack. Anything else?
Oh, I push through. So yeah, this one is probably miss. And I will use maul action for Dija. And Dija is going to try to maul it.
Alright, Deja attacks from behind with the flank. 14 becomes 16, and that would strike, dealing 14 slashing. And the creature spins around now, angry at Deja.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Next up is the Hezro. So this one runs over to here and is going to attempt to summon a demon.
Gonna be friendly.
It succeeds.
Where's my ex-girlfriend over here?
Another
Oh,
one
come on.
appears within the room next to you, and it is going to attack. So it goes for. I think it's going to go for. Here, I'll just roll for it because it doesn't really know anyone. It's going to go for Nico.
Aw.
So it appears roaring at you as it lets loose 2 claw attacks and a bite. It rolls very poorly. 11 and 12, which I think would both miss.
Correct.
You block its claws and it tries to bite down on you and it crits. Oof.
It crits.
It crits.
Did you say?
Yes.
Okay, so at least it's just normal damage, though.
Oh yes, you have something to prevent that, right?
Yeah, adamantine. Yeah.
All right, so it would bite down on you, getting a critical strike, but luckily the extra fortification from your armor prevents that, and you only take 17 piercing damage.
Cool.
As there's
I'm
a
going to
loud
use
clank.
my reaction to do that.
All right, so you spend your reaction.
We'll do lightning damage.
All right, so it has to make a dex save, which it will attempt. Not the best save. Rolls an 18, so I think it made it, right?
Yeah, it would make it, so it takes half that. And because I can, I'm going to also use my special thing where lightning damage shoots him back 10 feet, which he's against the wall, but I still wanted to do it.
All right, so he would take 2 points of damage because apparently he's resistant to lightning, and he kind of gets shoved into the wall, growling. So go ahead and spend your reaction, and is that it for you? Or I guess that was that was your
That
reaction.
was just my reaction, so.
So this one up here is going to rush down this way, and it is.
That one can go through the runes?
Yes. What do you mean around the thing here?
Yeah, the circles.
Yes, it passes through them and nothing seems to happen. So it doesn't really have a good place to summon, so it is just going to attack the spider, moving here. Let me just mark this. Let's see, summon this guy. Alright, so it does 3 attacks on the spider, clawing aggressively with... so 23 would strike with the first, clawing him for 12 slashing.
Oh,
Did we roll damage for what I took?
You took 17 piercing.
17. Thank you.
28 would strike with the second attack for another 12 damage on poor Deja. And the bite, 17 becomes a 19, so I think that would strike as well for another 13 piercing.
ouch! Tisha is being pummeled.
Yeah, Deja got pummeled. She's not looking good. That's it for the Hezro. Schroeder.
First I'm going to make some kind of check on the Shusuva.
Okay. What do you know of the Shusuva?
That's a really good question. I'm thinking religion is the better check.
No, it's a demon, so it's arcane.
Okay, it just looked undead.
Yeah, it just looks all weird and nasty.
21.
So you know that, like most demons, they have high elemental resistance. They are a more powerful demon, so they have resistance to non-magical attacks. You would also know that the nastiest thing about them is their tail stinger, which can paralyze on a failed con save. Other than that, they're just very vicious and very, mostly just like vicious and aggressive hunters. Not the smartest. They're a little bit smarter than a normal animal.
Okay, I'll try to convey that in very short terms.
Okay. So as you're running in to fight, you yell out a couple of notes to your party.
How close do I need to get? Oh, that actually works right there. Okay, I'm going to move up here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use my new 5th level spell, because I like it, and it works in this situation. Steel Wind Strike.
Alright, so you chant, summoning forth a Steel Wind Strike. As you... I don't think you're teleporting, right? You're just attacking them.
Yeah, I'm gonna teleport, basically, but I'm gonna teleport right back to where I started this turn, because I can.
Okay.
And the last attack is gonna be the one right next to me, since that makes the most sense with the teleport. I'll start at the top one, and I'll just use an Eldritch Blast roll to hit.
Alright, so you begin teleporting around as you strike out at the different creatures with your staff. Is that what you're using? Or knife?
I'll just use my staff. I like it.
And that's a quarter staff, right?
It is, and it is magical.
Okay.
But I'm also using magic, so...
Alright, so I'll start with this one. Go ahead and give me a spell attack roll. Ooh.
Yikes.
So natural 1 will unfortunately miss him. Let's go to the Shusuva for the second one. 15 would be enough, so that hits him for 31 force.
That's a good one.
Next one. Oh,
27.
Yeah, that would hit for another 31 force as it roars in pain. And finally, the last one as you poof back here.
25.
That would hit as well for another 31 force. So they all look very unhappy about that, and are all kind of looking towards you. Anything else?
Since I still have movement, I think I used 15 to get here, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I think just 25, 30.
Okay.
That
Anything
should be good.
else?
That will be it.
All right, Nico. So you watch as Schroeder teleports around, appearing and slashing at all the different demons.
Yep. If I go here, is that going to? That doesn't trigger because I'm still in this guy's range,
As long
correct?
as you stay within his range.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna head here, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'm gonna summon my ancestral blender.
Oh shoot, I forgot. I keep forgetting you have an NPC with you. So Shiva.
Come on, don't do that. Don't do this to me. It's there. I know it is. Because it reminded me that it's here.
What are you
See?
talking about?
It didn't want to work when I clicked it, but I'm casting it at 4th level, so it does 4d8 instead of 3d8.
Alright,
Um,
so
that guy.
that's Spiritual Guardians. Alright, so what's the radius on that?
30 feet.
Actually, at this point, I think I just need the description because I don't think it deals damage right away, does it?
At
Uh,
the start of their turn.
Yeah, at the start of their turn.
call forwards. Yeah.
It's
So,
15 feet
Oh,
or
15
around.
feet. Sorry, 15 feet. Not 30.
alright, so there is an eruption of radiant energy from you as what do the angels look like that fly around you?
They look like Goliath ghosts because why not?
So maybe large Goliath soldiers in the form of radiant energy fly around you, getting ready to attack your foes. And I assume you
Then
excluded all your friends, right?
Correct. Yeah, they know who my buddies are.
All right. So just the only thing you have to watch out for is any new friends that you make along the way. But I think that's all that you can do, right? That was your action.
Yeah, and I don't really have a bonus action that I can do right now, so.
All right, Ward.
Uh, yeah, this feels like take my dagger out and blade sing kind of situation. So
Does seem like a lot of enemies. All right. So
I'm
you
gonna
draw your
start
dagger.
drawing my dagger, start blade singing. The blade is gonna glow and vibrate a little bit, and I'm gonna move here, which is 5 feet, and I'm gonna use booming blade.
All right. So you stab at the creature with your booming blade. 16 would be just enough, striking him for 7.
The second roll is a mistake. That's not what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to do for the damage. So ignore
All right.
the middle one.
So he resists the thunder, I believe, but let me double check that. Oh, no, never mind, it's just lightning. So he takes the thunder, which would be 8 points of damage. And if he moves, he will take more damage, right?
Yes, and I'm going to stab him again.
All right,
No, sorry, it's the wrong roll again. Why is this like this? Okay, this is the roll.
yeah, 16 would just hit as you stab him again, doing exactly 8 points of piercing with your returning dagger and getting his attention. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move away.
All right, and you do have mobile, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so you carefully disengage, quickly changing
I'll
spots on the
move 20
battlefield.
back. I'll go.
Balefire.
All right. If Bale moves away from this one, is he gonna take an offie?
He's not currently threatening you. He only has a reach of 5.
Ah, okay. Oh, and Nico went north. Okay, I get it. All right. So step one, Balefire begins blade singing.
Alright, so you as well begin to blade sing. So put that 1 minute timer on.
Yep.
And you can now use the dot or the stopwatch. Either, I think both are timers.
Right. And then I will move here and green flame blade this thing.
Alright, so you take an attack on that guy, trying to get his attention. Oh yeah, 22 would strike as you successfully get his attention for 24 points of damage, and he's looking wounded.
And let's see.
The fire damage seems to have no effect.
Okay. And then I will. What do I do?
Does it still
Bouncing.
jump?
Yeah, it's still bouncing on the other, right?
Which one would it bounce to? Oh, that guy. So it would still bounce, and it would do 3 points of damage to this one.
So I will then continue my move.
Yeah.
So it was 5, 10, so that's 15, 20.
So there was actually a bookcase in the way, so that would be difficult terrain to squeeze through that spot.
Bring a free action.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And so I will navigate to here at the moment.
Okay.
And that will be it for me.
So your turn ends. The Shusuva gets to go. He does want to follow you, but he also realizes he's being threatened. So I think it's going to lunge at Calgrod.
He also takes 11.
Spirit Guardians.
Oh, he gets a save for that, right?
Yeah, with
DC
wisdom save.
15.
Okay, so he does a wisdom save.
15.
It would roll a 17, so I think it takes half damage, right?
We take half damage, and while he's in this area, his movement is halved.
Alright, so it takes 5 radiant, growls angrily, but it can't get to Nico. Or wait, maybe it can. Oh, Balefire. Did you give this guy an Oppie when you left his square?
No, because I'm a swashbuckler.
Oh, right, because you attacked him. That is good. So he actually... He actually can reach you with one of his attacks. He's going to use his Tail Stinger on Nico, because that has a reach of 15. But Nico, you would have cover, because Calgrod's in the way.
Awesome.
So 17 versus AC, I believe, would miss you.
It misses, yeah.
Alright.
Shield is no shield.
So it would then growl, and it would bite at Calgrod. 11, unfortunately for him, would miss you, and you keep him back with your shield. Sheva goes. She looks...
She's allowed in too. She can come.
Yeah, she doesn't know if she wants to go in there. That looks crazy. She's gonna take a shot at this guy, trying to finish him off. 20 versus AC would strike.
Yeah, Shiva.
And she will do some sneak attacking with her bow. Uh, 25 points of damage. The creature is very wounded, but it is still up. She curses, and she's gonna move back here behind Ward, getting ready to shoot again. Top of the round, Calgrod.
Alright, so swing again at this one,
Okay.
right there, and go with for 17.
Alright, so 17 would be enough. So you do another 13 damage. As a reaction, it roars, lunging at you with a bite attack. 23 versus AC.
That is a hit.
Alright, so it roars, biting you for 26 piercing as it falls over dead.
Right. Alright, so he's dead. I am going to. So that was my first attack. I'm going to move here and attack this guy here.
Alright, so you go for the Hezro with the flank. Oh, and it looks like I need a con save for your spell you're concentrating
No,
on.
it's my favorite foe, but it's gone because the creature is dead. So I'm stopping my concentration.
Oh, okay. So never mind then.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's fine. It's just that favorite foe is a weird concentration thing. Alright, so going for the other attack here.
Alright, so you
And
make 21 versus AC would strike as Balefire's distraction gives you a +2 and you stab him.
I will go with my last favorite foe on that one. And that is a damage of. Oh, yeah, I didn't roll the damage yet. Alright,
Alright, 12 points of damage as you lunge forward, stabbing him.
and Dija is going to move here.
Okay.
And is going to mold this guy.
Alright, go ahead. Give me a maul attack.
Bonus action. Come on, what was the roll?
Oh, and I forgot about the stench of these guys, so I need a con saving throw from you two. I'm not going to go back to everyone, that was my fault, but yeah, a con save for Deja and yourself. DC 14.
DC 14, so Dija is not feeling very well. And I am Constitution. I am fine.
Okay.
But Dija is not.
Did Deja fail it?
Yeah.
What? I see 15 on Deja's constitution.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah, I think that would make it, so you're fine.
Yeah.
She resists the poisonous stench and is now immune to it.
But 14 probably doesn't hit right.
No, 14 would not be enough, and the creature just kind of knocks her back, roaring.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, the Hezro go. So this one up here is going to, now that he sees an opening, he's going to do a chant attempting to summon a demon. Come, brother. He would fail, and unfortunately that's all he can do for him. This one here is partially in the cloud of soldiers, so it's going to make a save. That was wisdom, right?
Wisdom DC 15.
Alright, so it would roll a 13 and fail, so give me some...
I rolled one, and I was actually wondering, do you want me to roll once for each of them, or just...
Yeah, because it's different turns, so it would be once on each turn if they... Alright, so he takes 15.
They're not, like, weak against Radiant or anything, are they?
No, they are not. But they're not resistant against it either.
Yeah.
Alright, so he is not liking that one bit. He's going to come up here to get out of your aura. And I think he's going to attack... Who hit him? I think Calgrad, you hit him the hardest, so he's going to go for you. He does a slash... 2 slashes with his claws first. 13 and 13, I think, would both miss. And he lunges, biting at you. 23 versus AC.
That's a hit.
Alright, so the bite lands for another 14 piercing. And that would end his turn. The summoned one down here has to make a save. Did you just add 14 to your hit points?
I was doing beyond. I'm trying to get back the hit point from the beast.
Oh, I see.
It's because I didn't do it through Beyond, and now it's messing up my stuff. Can you find how much the dog bite me for? I think it was 20 something.
Yeah, the dog bit you for. Where was it? It was up here. For 26 piercing on its death bite. Alright, so this one is going to. Oh, yeah, he was making a save. So, wisdom save. Rolled a 20, so he takes half damage, which
Yeah.
is 8.
Yeah.
And it does not like that, so it's going to slash at Nico.
Do I have any cover from the doorway?
Actually, it is probably going to go for Schroeder. It's going to come over here and slash at you because you hit it pretty hard too.
It has the thunder damage thingy.
Which
10
is how
damage, I think
much?
it was.
10?
It was
Alright.
10.
Yeah,
It
it was
takes
10.
10 thunder damage and will then slash at Schroeder. Clawing with the first attack, 22 versus AC.
This is the first attack.
Yes.
Alright, I'm still gonna shield even though it's gonna hit.
Alright, so it hits you for 6 slashing. Second claw attack is a 14, so you block that one.
No.
And the bite is a 20 versus AC.
Just enough.
So it bites you for 15 piercing. And you're not concentrating anything, right?
Nope, but that hurt.
Alright, so you took
A
21
total of
damage
21.
total. Yeah.
Yep.
At that point, it is going to come down this way, giving Nico an Oppie if you want to take it.
I will take it.
Alright, so you swing at it as it attempts to go south.
It's running away from me.
22 would strike.
Yeah, and I'm gonna throw some thunder behind it too.
Alright, so there's an explosion of thunder, dealing 12 points of damage, and it is looking wounded. Then it continues south, provoking another Oppie from Schroeder. Oh, and yeah, using your reaction.
Isn't it difficult terrain for them in this circle?
Yeah, his movement is halved.
Yeah, so that's 20 feet he moves so far.
Yeah, I will take the Oppie because I don't think they really cast spells. Where is it? There it is. Actually, I'll use my dagger for the Oppie because it has a better attack.
I don't know if your dagger is currently drawn. Is it? I thought you had your
My dagger?
quarterstaff. Isn't your quarterstaff what you attacked with last time?
Yeah, but I can have. Well, I don't have two-handed fighting, so I don't have it out.
Yeah.
There you go. 20.
So 20 would strike as you bap him for 3 points of damage. And then he continues. Oh, wait. Actually, no, you wouldn't even get to attack him because he can only get to there because of the difficult terrain.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that. I was like, he's able to get out of my range with that?
All right, Schroeder.
Well, I didn't like that he moved that far. Okay. Here. How far is he?
Oh, I need a con save for the stinky.
Yeah, that's fine. Constitution.
All right, so
Hey.
you're immune for this combat.
Did I need to as well?
So that was last turn, I forgot, but you'll make one on your turn. So far, I think only Calgrad is immune, right?
And Deja.
And Deja, yeah.
Will not last very long.
You know what? I don't care. It can take the Oppie if it wants it.
Oh, it does. As you try to move away, it is indeed going to Oppie. But instead of doing a traditional Oppie, it's going to attempt a grapple. So give me a strength or dex versus, and it's going to use strength.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
That wasn't one of the options.
Is it the straight roll or is it athletics and acrobatics as well?
If you have training, which I don't know. I just assume Schroeder didn't. Maybe I'm being
I do not
classist.
have.
Yeah.
I do not have
You don't know
training
me.
in either of those. So I'll
Schroeder
just make
does
a
like
straight
a
dexterity roll.
backflip. Hop, hop.
You're not gonna.
That
Ooh.
sucks.
Schroeder's been training for the Olympics. Oh yeah, it just grabs you. It's like, get over here. Urgh. And you are grabbed. It says, nope.
They've got Scorpion on their team.
Get over here. So you can no longer
Whatever.
move. You're like, ugh,
Yeah, it's fine. I wanted to
asshole.
hit all three of them, but
He just
I'll
needs more
take
help.
two. I'm taking another steel wind strike.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So you cast the spell as he's grabbing you, expending another 5th level spell. And yeah, that would hit 2 of them.
I guess that one. If he actually teleports, that breaks the grapple too, right?
Yes, but it wouldn't let him target all 3 like you or like she wanted.
Yeah,
to.
that's why I was trying to move 5 feet up to get all 3.
see.
But he didn't know
I-
that. He just thought she was trying to get away. He was like,
Yeah.
no. So
18 on the dude next to me.
all right. So you poof, bamf, doing 18. Oh. Second one.
18. Dude 26.
18 was the roll and 26 was the damage.
So you do 26. All right. Second guy.
25 to hit.
Yeah, 25 would strike for another 26 points, which would wound the second one. Oh,
Now, where do I want to go, honestly?
and you are no longer grabbed.
Trying to think where I want to go, though. I think I'm literally just gonna move here. Because I can.
All right, Nico.
Alrighty. So I have to make a save.
Con save for the stinkiness, yes.
Alrighty.
What's the
Oh.
aura?
Ooh.
You are hacking and coughing and considered poisoned.
Okay. Remind me, what does poisoning do?
Disadvantage to attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay. Cool. So I'm going to. Sorry. Can I see the how many hit points this guy still has?
Sure.
Cool. Alrighty. I will. I'm gonna just throw a guiding bolt at that one, but I'm going to miss.
All right, so you launch a guiding bolt. Unfortunately, the creature dodges it.
Yeah, this stink is really messing with me. And then after that, I will move. Yeah, I'll go. Nope, I gotta highlight my character first. I will go right here for that, and that'll be my turn.
All right, so... Ward. I need a stink check.
That's con, right?
Con save, yep.
I'm pretty good at those if I roll it.
Alright, so you are resistant to their stench for the battle.
Jane, if I move here, sorry, it's hidden. If I move here, do I get flanking?
Yeah, sure, I'll say you can flank from there.
I can also try and move on the table, right? That's
Yeah,
also
it would
okay?
just be difficult terrain to hop up on the table.
So probably the same for me. I'll just hop on the table because it's more
Huh.
fantasy cool.
Ha!
Yeah.
Rah.
Yeah, same old stabby and booming blade.
Okay.
Returning dagger. Okay, booming blade.
All right. So you
Just
land.
no. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. It's a D8 and then a 2D8. So D8 for the regular one and 2D8 for the iffy moves. Oh my god. I
All right.
swear to god I rolled from the roll already.
So you let's see. So you strike with the booming blade for the D8. So wait, what was? So did you just do them in the reverse order or something?
The booming blade plus returning dagger is I tried to delete it and I deleted the regular booming blade instead. That was a mistake.
Uh, so so wait, the 20.
Okay, so the 23 and the dagger plus 1 is the attack I made. Then the
Yeah.
damage for the booming blade is a plus 8 for the first roll, and the two 8s are for if he moves roll. They're all thunder damage.
So
So the first attack is correct. The second one is
There
supposed to
is
be
no
Oh.
8 on
ignore
the
the
regular.
second attack. Yeah, ignore the second
it-
attack. There is no second attack.
all right. So you just hit him for 9, and then another 8. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right. So you did 17 points of damage.
And then if he moves, it's an additional 16.
So let's
Yeah.
roll for that if he moves. We don't have to. There's no reason to roll this far in advance and have to remember. If he moves, we'll do the roll for that.
Okay.
Because that's
and
how
have
I
another-
usually do that.
And I have another stab, so I'll stab him again.
Okay. You take another stab from up on the desk. 13, unfortunately, is not enough, and he would move out of the way as you stab a second time.
Okay, so I moved 25 so far, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 10 to go down, or is it
It's just
regular?
5. You're not entering difficult terrain to go there.
Okay, I'll just move and cover Shiva. And
All right. You get back in front of Sheva. All right, Balefire. What are you doing?
Right. I will roll a con save.
Blah. These guys again. Oh no! Blah. Balefire is hacking.
But you're empty, man.
I thought I just I thought I threw up like an hour ago from these guys.
We didn't even have snacks.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, your chef is gone.
So that's it for me then, right? Oh, no,
Well, no, you're just disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yeah. All right. So I'll green flame blade this guy.
All right, so attack at disadvantage. Though you do have flank from Sheva or from the
Deja.
spider, Deja.
Sorry. Let me begin.
So 22 would strike as you land a solid hit with your first rapier attack, or 22 damage, further wounding the creature. Anything else?
Yep. That.
All right, so 4 fire damage,
That one, and then it'll jump to that one.
and that guy takes another 4 fire damage. All right, anything else?
Nope.
All right, Sheva goes. She is going to make an intelligence check about something. She's gonna go, look out, Schroeder. She's gonna move over here and take a shot at him. Actually, she'll move down here. Take a shot at him. Schroeder distracting gives her a sneak attack.
Hey.
She would strike. Or wait. No, never mind. That was the wrong thing. No, she would not strike this turn as she's a little bit off and the bolt whizzes past and she curses. New round, Calgrod.
Alright, so Jija is going to start dodging, and I am going to pick up the potion that I have and drink it. And this is a potion coming from This is the other potion. Let me double check which one it is.
So, are you dropping your weapon to free a hand up?
I will have so his action includes taking the potion or not?
So it's an action to take the potion, but I think to draw it would be an item interaction.
Okay. So to drink it is an action, but okay, yeah. So I will actually drop my rapier in the space.
Yeah.
And then drink my superior healing potion.
All right. So you drink the big potion.
Yep, the big one.
Chug, chug.
Chug. Yeah. So it's what, 2d4?
A superior? It's a bit more than that. The superior, I think, is the...
No, sorry. I'm not doing that. It's 64 plus 6 or something like that.
Yeah, I can look it up real quick if you're not sure.
Yeah, I don't have it right away.
Superior potion of healing is 8d4 plus 8.
Oh, 8. Okay. Alright. Check.
So you regain 29 health, feeling much better.
Yes. Not bloodied anymore. And that's a heal, and that's it for me then.
Alright, so you get ready to grab your sword from the floor. The Hezro go. So this one, I don't think he can attempt another summon. Yeah, I think he can only attempt that once. So it is going to growl, and it's going to move. Five, 10. That would give a oppie to your spider.
Oh yeah. Try to maul. Did she evolve? No. Did that evolve? No.
So Deja lunges at him. 14 would not be enough, sadly. Spending a reaction. So it's going to come down this way. It sees Balefire is coughing and hacking. It is going to make a shove attack, trying to knock you down. So I need either acrobatics or athletics at disadvantage versus his athletics. Oh, he did not roll very well, though. So 18, right? You muted, Balefire?
He is muted.
All right, 18. Yep.
All right, so you would actually resist getting knocked over as you kind of do a sideways flip as he tries to knock you down. He's going to try that again, so give me another acrobatics at disadvantage.
Permission.
No means no, demon.
Exactly.
I just imagine him rolling out of the way while continuously vomiting.
Yeah. Ugh. That time he actually would succeed. 24 would beat your 17, and you are knocked prone. And he is going to make a bite attack on you with his last attack at advantage. 22 versus AC.
And shield that.
Alright, so as he's coming down at you like, and you use a reaction upping your AC with the 22. This one here is going to move down 1 to take...
He also has to make a save.
Oh, son of a bitch, alright. As he is being stabbed by a bunch of angry Goliath knights.
God's damn blender.
God's damn blender. 22.
22 works.
All right,
He takes
so
half.
he takes 10, and he's looking very beat up. Does he want to go for Balefire? Maybe not.
Probably just wants to start swatting at the things that are stabbing him.
No, he's not that dumb. He's not just going to give up
Aw.
his attack. I think Balefire. I think you did sneak attack him last turn, so he's going to go for you, especially with all the advantage he has. But your AC is now 6?
22. Oh, right. 27.
27. All right. So first attack, second attack, and the bite. So that would miss. That would miss. All right. So he missed with 2 of them, but he did crit with the claws. Arr. So he does 26 slashing because he had advantage on all 3 of those attacks. That is it for. Oh wait, there's still a third Hezro. He's going to roar and rush at Ward, giving Schroeder and Oppie if you want to take it.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Also, because he moved, it's a 2d8.
Oh, that's right. He's not going to move. Never mind. He's just going to go for Schroeder.
Ah, damn it.
Because that would probably just kill him. So Schroeder, he takes 3 attacks on you. 15, I believe, would 15 hit?
Shield.
All right,
Just
so you
barely, I would shield.
spend a reaction to throw a shield, which deflects that one. Second attack is a 21 with the claws.
Yep.
You have mage armor, right?
Yeah.
So
Mage armor and shield puts me to 20.
yeah.
Oh,
So
sorry.
11 slashing for the
Sounds
claw attack, and the bite is a 19, which your shield would deflect. So
I thought you said 19 damage. I was about to cry.
No, it was 11 slashing. 19 was the attack roll, which would be shielded. So mark yourself as using a reaction. And
Yeah,
then-
it's coming right back since I'm next.
That's true. And Balefire, you used yours as well, so make sure you mark yourself as using a reaction. And Schroeder, it's your turn.
I want to know the health of the dude that just hit me.
Sure.
It must be single digit, right?
Can I do that? Because I know
We
it's
believe in you,
resistant.
Schroeder.
You can do whatever you put your mind
The
to.
issue is it's resistant to what I can do.
Well,
That's
you only have
always.
to try too hard then.
That's always.
But
If you trust in the heart of the cards, you're gonna be fine.
Big brain Schroeder can put twice as much mind to it as anyone else in the group.
Oh, I dropped my dice. God damn it.
the issue is the wording with the ability, because I could use a first level slot, but at a higher level, but it would still only count as a first level spell for
Also-
the ability.
Last
But-
time we fought these guys, didn't we find out that the summoned one disappears when the summoner dies?
Yeah, I know. This is the summoned one, but I don't think I can take out the summoner this round.
Okay.
What are you going to do? You got 30 seconds
Yeah,
until I have harsh words about you taking too long.
whatever. I'm just gonna try
I'm
and
just gonna
take
take
it
the
out
insult.
with the 4th level magic missile.
To which one?
The one closest to me?
Alright, so you chant summoning magic missiles. Go ahead. So you do 8 points of damage. Bap, 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 bap. The creature is very
that
wounded,
sucks.
but it is still alive. Anything else?
Breathe on it.
Nico.
I have to do a con save.
Didn't you make it already? Oh, no, you didn't, because you got poisoned. Alright, yeah, con save. Blah, blah, you and Balefire both.
Yep. That's better.
18, yes. So you are now resistant to the smell for the rest of the combat.
Alrighty. I will. You said breathe on it?
Pretty much.
Are we that close?
Yeah.
Can just to double check, can I just see this guy's current?
Sure.
You're
Thanks.
gonna laugh.
Okay. So more than cantrip worthy. Okay.
Potentially.
More than my cantrip.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Um although actually um
She's not poisoned anymore, right?
No, she's
yeah.
not.
So you
You
don't
know
have
what?
disadvantage.
I'll shoot. Crap. There are a lot of people down there. I'm gonna shoot another guiding bolt at the one that's almost dead up. No, not at the one that's almost dead.
This
At
one?
this one. At
That
this
one?
one.
All right, so you take aim, chanting and releasing a guiding bolt. As radiant energy flies through the air.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 26 would definitely hit.
Awesome.
It roars angrily, and what does it take? 16 radiant. All right. It is very upset at you. Anything else?
Um, yeah, I'll move up here.
All right. Flanking with Balefire. Ward.
You got this.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and finish him off. 25 again to jump on the table,
Ha!
and stabby, booming blade, and then another stabby if needed. So I'll start with one stabby.
19.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah. That would strike, and he goes down.
Okay. I would then move. I can. Is he difficult terrain or is he dust?
He's dust, so you can probably just move through him.
So this I can move 20 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I can't see shit. So I'll start by moving 20 and see if I can.
Well, what's your usual movement? Because you used, what, 15 so far?
I used 25 to jump on the table, and then I used another 20 to move forward, and I still have another 5,
Okay.
which I am going to use to move
Through the double
one
doors
step
are
over
there.
here,
Okay.
15 feet. I can throw my dagger at him.
You can. So 17 would not be enough because of the cover. So the dagger attack would miss. Anything else?
Nah.
All right, Balefire.
Con save, right?
Got this.
All right, you resist it, and you are okay again.
I can still taste it.
All
So I suppose I will try to stand up.
right, you stand to your feet, spending half your movement.
And this guy has a bit of a glow to him right now.
Oh yeah, you would have advantage on that guy.
Oh, that kind of glow. All right, I will swing at that guy with a green flame blade.
All right, you send a rapier attack his way with advantage. 25 would definitely strike, doing 31 points of damage as he roars. But it's not looking wounded yet. Anything else?
Yeah, there's an additional probably what?
Oh, yeah, 3 fire, and it jumps 3 fire to his buddy.
Yeah.
All right. So that would be it.
That's gonna be it. And I'll update my icons.
All right. So Sheva, and you can use the trash cans in the chat to get rid of icons if you don't want to do it the long way. Sheva is like, oh, it's dead. So she runs up this way, 20, 25, 30. She's gonna bonus action steady aim, I think. Because you just can't move after using steady aim, right? You can use before it or move before it.
Yeah, yeah, you cannot move. You cannot move. I don't think you cannot move last turn either, but I'm not 100% sure.
Here, let me do a quick look-see at that. Steady aim. It's a bonus action. You give yourself advantage. You can use this only if you haven't... Oh, so now you can't move at all. Oh, never mind, she can't do that. So she's just going to take aim at this guy and take a shot. Crit. Shiva MVP. She does 49 damage, and he is very dead.
Yeah, he's long gone.
She twirls her crossbow. She gets a bolt right in the side of his head, and he just falls over. She looks at Balefire and says, "Number one." That's it for her. Calgrod.
I pick up my sword, my rapier, and then I'm going to run. Is that difficult to run, the green stuff?
Green stuff. The dead guy?
No, no. Nico's.
Oh, I think that's only for enemies, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can move just fine. They'll get out of your way.
They don't stop you. Yeah.
Right, cool. So that is 5, 10, 15, 25. Going to go right here. And I'm kind of hesitating. I'm not jumping in the circle, so I'm just going to get Dija to come here. And going to swing here.
Alright, so you take an attack with the flank.
Yep, with a flanking first attack.
26 would strike, doing 7 points of damage.
And second attack.
16 would just hit.
Alright, and Dija is going to do more. Now that she has advantage.
Alright, so you did 11. Does she have advantage?
Yep, for me, right? Not advantage.
Oh,
sorry,
flanking. Gotcha.
Flanking.
Alright. So, yeah, that would strike for another 9, and the creature looks wounded. It looks very upset at Calgrod now. The Hezro goes.
He has to make a wisdom save.
He does. Wisdom. Wisdom save. 19. Actually, I forgot to mention, these things seem to glow when spells are affecting them. You would guess they have resistance to magic. But he would make it, so he takes another 5 points of damage. He's then going to... Dija looks wounded. He might actually go for Dija. Roll for it. Yeah, he's going to go for Dija. Take that, Dija. So he claws at her. 18 versus AC.
That's a hit.
Alright, she takes 13, and I think that takes her down, right?
That is a splat, yes.
Alright, so he roars in triumph, and he's gonna turn, look at Balefire, who's doing, like, third-dimensional backflips. He's like, no, I'm gonna go for Calgrod. He looks way easier to hit.
You think?
Hop. Balefire's moving way too quick right now. I don't think... What are you at, like a 22?
AC? Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't like those odds. So he does a second claw attack. 20 versus AC on Calgrod.
I'm going to parry that.
Cling! Alright, so you put your rapier up and knock the attack back. He then roars angrily and goes for the bite. Ooh, 12 versus AC would miss you. You jump to the side.
Oh dear.
That's it for the Hezro. Schroeder.
I will be moving up to here,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna go with Mind Sliver. That way, more things can hit it.
Alright, so the Hezro gets an intelligence save, which he is actually not very intelligent. With advantage, -1 becomes a 3, and he would fail.
Whew.
Yep, and takes 2d6.
Alright, so he takes 6 damage.
And subtract
Well, you
1d4
can-
4
I
from
was
the
gonna-
next save it makes.
Yeah, so just when it makes the save, just
Okay.
let me know. So Schroeder, that's it for you. Nico.
I will cast another guiding bolt at him.
Alright, so you channel another first level spell, right?
Second, I'm out of first.
Second, alright.
Oh, well, it misses anyways, but that's fine.
Alright, so yeah, it would fly past and kind of bounce off the wall here.
As long as it didn't hit any of my friends, we're good.
Anything else?
I will move. Oh, whoops. I'll move. I'll move here.
Alright,
That'll be it for me.
Ward.
Okay. I move 10 feet up. Okay. Is this guy dust already? Or is it the body?
It is dust. All the demons turn to dust when they're destroyed, because they are unsummoned.
So if I move over this way, that's 35 overall, which I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Then going to stabby stab with returning dagger and booming blade on the first attack.
Alright, so 21 would strike, doing 8 piercing as you stab
and
him.
5 thunder.
So 8, 13 damage total as you stab him, and there is a boom of thunder.
I will then stab again.
Alright, another 9 as you land another solid hit. And he is, let me mark him so I remember, is affected by the booming blade. Anything else?
I have 15. No. It moved 35, so I have 15 more. I'll just take a step back.
Alright, so you get out of danger. Balefire.
Right. I think. Do I need to move to the left 5 to have flank?
No, you have flank there. It's fine.
That's what I thought. So I will go ahead and green flame blade this guy.
Alright, you attack with another green flame blade.
Per usual.
Oh yes, 27 would strike, doing 25 points of damage, which would drop him.
Yeah.
Alright, the battle is won. What does the group want to do?
Are these pianos?
No, those are just different type of bookshelves.
Okay.
And is that a couch?
Alright, so yeah, that's true. Let me give you descriptions. So there are a couple of things in this room that are obvious. There are the bookshelves to the south and to the east. There is some kind of strange-looking tank filled with a purplish liquid and several fish swimming around in it. They look like very pretty exotic fish. There's also another tapestry up here with more magical school symbols. And in the center of the room, there is a strange pillar with many different mystical runes carved in it, which seem to also be causing the ground around the pillar to glow with strange runes.
Yeah, I suggest no one goes through the circle until I identify it. Also, Calgrad, could I have that empty vial?
Yes, sure.
For your potion.
And I had in the vial. Yes.
Alright.
Well, I may have dropped it because I dropped it to pick up my sword, so it may be broken actually.
Yeah, I don't think he took the time to put it down.
Yep, that is
Okay.
correct.
He's broke.
Yeah.
It was
We'll
too.
actually
Didn't have
take-
time.
Please,
will
in
take
the
some
next
time.
time you're in the middle of combat, take your time and put the glass balls.
Yeah, make sure you spend an action to very carefully put it in your backpack, and then spend another action
Sure.
to draw your sword. Or
Sure.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to use an action though to revive Deja and use a spell, a first level spell
Alright,
slot.
so you
uh,
channel energy into her, and she is brought back.
Yes.
or do you want to start detecting while I identify?
Yeah, exactly what I was
We'll
wanted
do
to
that
do.
too.
All
Oh,
right, I will start identifying the circle.
one other thing. There is another door in this room to the west, but it is much larger and made of stone, and it looks like it might be sealed.
Oh,
Maybe not for long.
Okay, so let's. Are we taking a rest here, or are we just taking some actions? What's the plan?
I do want to collect the essences, so I don't know how long that'll take.
All right, so let me just go around the initiative. Balefire, what are you doing?
Do a detect magic. Look, see what's sorted out.
All right, so you're gonna take 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Shiva is just gonna go back to the background. Did someone drop a torch in here?
In the previous room,
Yeah.
I thought it had a torch.
Schroeder has a light stone and Nico is glowing.
All right, so this might be. I'm just gonna delete it if no one knows what it is. All right, so
I thought
Bale.
that room lit when we got here last time, but maybe it wasn't.
No, it shouldn't have been. So Balefire, you're taking 10. Calgrod, you're resurrecting Deja, right?
Hmm. Yes.
Uh,
Well,
sh-
I take an action to cast the spell, and then 1 minute for her to reform. And if I have the time, I will go to the tank and talk to the fish.
all right. So actually, let's do a quick D10 roll, or sorry, D20 roll to see if anything's happening while we're doing some stuff here. 16. All right, so now we're
I
good.
knew you're gonna roll, Nico. I had a feeling you're gonna roll.
Yeah.
I
So
wanted to be quicker.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. All right, so we have some time here. So Balefire, you cast detect magic. You're looking around, and again, this whole area seems magical. The
Hold on, hold on. It's 10 minutes, right?
Oh yeah, I guess
So
technically Calgrod would be first. All right, sorry.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I would go.
so you go up there. The fish, yeah, they seem to be swimming around in whatever this purplish substance is, but they aren't really. Okay, so you're casting Speak with Animals using a spell slot.
Yeah, well, it's one of my ranger power.
Uh, okay, give me All right, so yeah, you spend a first level spell and cast Speak with Animals. What are you
Yes.
saying?
Hey, little ones, how you guys doing?
So strangely enough, they don't even seem to, like they don't even acknowledge you. They just keep swimming.
Okay, so there's some. I'm telling everybody there's something weird with these fish. There may be illusions
These
or
these fish are
magical, but they are
rude.
not. They are not natural beasts. They would have talked to me. So
Maybe you're just
I
not as attractive as you think you are to fishes.
no, that's not it, Ward. That's not
That's
it.
not a word. How dare you? All right. So yeah, you're trying to talk with the fish. Unfortunately, they are not speaking back.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Schroeder, what were you doing?
Identifying the circle.
Okay, so that's another 10 minute. Were you doing anything else, Calgrod?
Well, so you were saying there's a tapestry here?
Yeah, it looks like another one of those decorative tapestries.
Well, I wait for the detect magic to kick in. Then.
All right, so Schroeder's identifying. Nico, are you doing anything?
Um, I'm gonna look at the bookshelves over at this side and see if there's anything interesting on them.
So the books, you're looking through some of the titles. It seems like there's maybe some historical reading material, and maybe, yeah, it looks like some history books. It looks like some actual, like a book with maps. Although, whenever you go, are you trying to look in any of the books, or just looking at the titles?
Maybe the one with the maps. Yeah, that one sounds interesting.
So when you go to touch that book, your hand is repulsed by some sort of wall of force type shielding.
It doesn't hurt. It just keeps me from touching it.
Yeah, it just kind of keeps your hand back. There's no damage though.
Okay. What if I try to punch it?
Same thing. Your fist
And then-
gets knocked back.
Okay. Um. Hey guys, there's a weird force bubble around these books. I don't know about the ones to the south, but I can't grab the map book here. And then I will move.
Kind of why we're casting.
I'll probably just start walking around the room.
Okay. So you start walking around the room. Ward, what are you gonna do?
I will start detect magic as well.
Alright, so the 10 minutes would pass. You would detect a couple of things as being magical. Again, the whole room is kind of magical, but the bookcases and the tank have more unique signatures on them, as well as the pillar actually has a pretty powerful signature on it.
So the bookcases all have the aura, all different auras, or the different books.
It looks like the cases themselves have different auras.
Oh.
Like the actual wooden bookcase.
Nico tried to touch this one, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
I would attempt to touch this one.
Alright, it's the same thing. It looks like there's some kind of force field or wall of force protecting the bookcases from being manipulated right now.
Okay. And the fish tank.
The fish tank, it looks like, has a aura on it as well. And you would actually notice that the door has writing on it in Dwarven, now that you got close to it.
Oh. And that's the only things that are unique.
Yes.
I would take a walk around the room to also get the stone door over here. And maybe anything on this side.
The stone door looks like it also has a pretty powerful aura on it that's unique.
Can I get the spells on it? The spell school?
A school. So the stone door has transmutation, evocation, and abjuration.
Oh boy. Okay. I think Belfire has the spell too, so if he wants to look at stuff.
Yeah, and that's what all of you casting Dispel Magic would see. If you were walking around.
And the fish tank, is it anything else?
The fish tank has an illusion aura on it.
Huh. Well, Calgard, you were right.
Thank you.
It's not you, it's the fish tank.
There are many illusions in the fish tank.
Yeah, I know animals will not pass at an opportunity to talk to me, so.
And I think that's it. I mean, the bookcase would have an evocation aura on it. If you're looking at schools.
Usually I don't find fish in my diggings and my exploration. I find spiders, cockroaches, and stuff like that.
Yeah. So Balefire, you would see mostly the same. And like I said, looks like there's something written on the door in Dwarven.
I'm gonna go translate that for my what's the word? I can't think of it. Uneducated friends.
Alright. Looks like it says laboratory area.
Hey,
Ooh,
there's a labradoodle.
Sorry, what?
There's a
Would
labradoodle through this door, everybody.
Labradoodle. And Schroeder, you said you cast Identify, right?
yes,
That
sir.
door isn't magical, right?
Did you? What did you cast it on?
The
The
circle.
pillar. So the circle itself, I don't think is an object, but you could target the pillar if you want.
Sure.
So the pillar seems to be channeling magical energy into several items within this room, which are sustaining the magical effects on them. So you're guessing that things like the fish tank, the bookcases, the reason there are permanent effects on them is because of this pillar. Almost like it's powering things. And actually, it might be powering things in other rooms as well. So it
Can
might
I
be sort of like
tell
a.
if there's a safe way to turn it off and or back on again?
I
Uh,
have a hammer. Might not
this
work for turning it on.
there's there's no obvious like thing in the identify that tells you that. So you would guess probably not a safe way other than destroying it.
Can I investigate it to see if I can figure out a way to turn it off and back on if need be?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Where is that in this one? Uh, there it is.
You would guess that this pillar might just be channeling magical energy, and the actual shut-off point might be someplace else in this area, if there is such a thing as a shut-off place.
Hmm. My best guess is either the lab or the stone door. The stone door is more likely, though.
You still don't know what that pillar does.
Maybe
Well,
we
it
just need to
powers
catch the
everything in
fish.
here.
You think it actually powers everything in this whole laboratory, like even the magical effects in other rooms?
Yeah, so if we can turn it off safely to where we can turn it back on potentially if need be, that'd be best. Because I don't want to upset Demi, and also, like, I don't want this place to rot.
Be taking a look behind the tapestries. If there's anything visible.
So there's a magical aura on the tapestries, but it just looked like preservation, according to Ward and the others. I assume
Yeah,
they would
yeah,
tell
that's
you.
right. Now I can touch them and look behind.
All right, so looking behind them, it just seems like just wall back there. You don't see anything hidden as far as you can tell.
I will examine that kosher with attention.
All right, so there's probably been about 15 or so minutes at this point. What does everyone want to do?
Does the lab say whose lab? Like, is it Dexter's lab?
Hmm.
Just says lab.
Laboratory.
Yeah.
Laboratory.
Dee Dee, get out of my
Laboratory.
laboratory.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so there's nothing on the wall behind the tapestry.
No,
You look,
it just seems like a decoration, much probably like the fish tank.
you looking for a hidden safe or something?
Yeah, I mean like a secret passage or something like that. If
Yeah,
there is a way to kind of power this thing down,
Still about a short rest.
I
we
am
can.
definitely down for that. Would I be able to collect the essence while doing that, or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It's not very strenuous to just collect essence. So you are short resting again. Uh, give me a d20 roll.
Uh,
So I'm not going to short rest during the short rest. I'm just going to tap on the wall to see if there is any kind of hollow space behind the wall outside of the doors.
So sort of
oh,
just investigating the room.
Yeah.
I
also, do
would
you want me
assist
to?
him. I
You
don't
want
need a
me
short rest. So
to? No, I
Well,
definitely
spend
do.
it. But
you can. So I mean, just looking around the room probably wouldn't be strenuous. So you could probably do that while resting. But yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and give me an investigation, or you did already. Or wait.
or behind the tapestry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me another one. 25.
And you want my alchemy check?
Yeah, but hang on. Balefire's 13. So while you start looking around, during the rest, about 10 minutes in, you would see Demi appear. Where's my light?
Hello again, friend.
She just kind of appears over here. She says, "Greetings again, Schroeder. I just wanted to remind you all that the labs are currently sealed, and due to demon attacks and an intruder, no one is allowed to leave the laboratory through the front door. Also, a reminder that any material you bring out of the laboratory through the front door or the teleporters is no longer protected by the preservation aura. So it might be best to leave everything you find here inside."
I take it the front door is that big stone one.
"You are correct," she says.
Thank you.
She says,
We've been trying to deal with these demons actually and had decent progress,
well,
if that makes any difference.
she says, "You can inform the rune masters if they're taken care of, and they will most likely lift the alarm that's been placed on the area."
Know how these demons come to manifest here?
Where's the closest one?
She does not answer the two of you when you ask that.
I will repeat the questions.
Bitch.
So when Schroeder asks, Neek, or the little glowing light says, the demons were summoned by an unknown individual that invaded the labs,
How unfortunate.
as far as
Uh,
I can tell.
so you said that the capital, I believe that's the dwarven capital, correct?
This is, or she says, the capital.
Of the Rune Masters.
She says the rune masters do reside within the capital. Yes.
Wasn't that destroyed, or is the teleporter still functional there?
There are currently no functioning gateways to the capital city.
And you are unaware if they are still alive or not.
There is no recorded connection to the Hollow of any dwarven rune masters for over 1,000 years at this point.
Well, if they are no longer alive, then how are we to gain permission?
I don't understand the question, Schroeder.
I think you called it intelligent at one point.
You said to seek permission from the Rune Masters to gain access to certain off-limit areas. If they are no longer alive, how are we to do so?
I don't have information on this topic. My apologies.
So, quick question. She just looks like a glowing ball that's floating there.
Yes.
Okay, Nico is
And
probably not very refined and is probably going to try to like poke her or something.
All right, your hand would just go right through as if you were poking like a candlelight.
Huh.
would Demis
Okay.
Prime or would Demi Prime potentially have an answer?
Uh,
Schroeder, maybe you can ask her if anything else logged in the last 1,000 years.
she
Yeah.
says, "This one is unfamiliar with Demi Prime. My apologies."
You don't know who Demi Prime is.
This is correct.
That's not good. Uh, that's really not good. What information do you have on the Warforged?
You'll have to be more specific, Schroeder. Which Warforged do you refer to?
The one that replaced you in the Hollow when I spoke with you last.
She says, this Demi is in charge of the laboratory. I have not been replaced.
Okay, there's an individual Demi for each location, correct?
This is correct, Schroeder.
Do
Nico's
you have
doing laps.
individual identifications?
She says, we are the Demi used as stewards for the different locations of interest connected to the Hollow.
And each Demi is not connected to one another.
She says, the Demis are connected, yes.
But not through information sharing?
She says they're through information sharing.
Like a hive mind.
She says we do share information, yes.
But you still have no knowledge of the Demi Prime that took the other Demi's place in the Hollow.
Which location do you refer to?
Under the cathedral in Isik, which went by a different name the last time I spoke with one of you, apparently.
She says the Morden Cathedral is the hollow point of the vaults of Kultura. There is a Demi in charge of that hollow point.
Yes, and the last time I spoke with that Demi,
Can she
another
contact
entity.
him now?
Yeah, is it possible for you to contact that Demi now and figure out what's going on about Demi Prime?
There's currently an interruption in the connection to the vaults of Kultura. I'm unable to speak with that Demi.
That makes more sense. Is there a way to restore this connection?
I have just attempted to contact her, but there is no response.
Understood. Is there any other helpful information you could potentially give about this specific location?
He says it's recommended that you use extreme caution as the demons are still present within this place. Until they are dealt with, no one is allowed to enter through the front door or leave through the teleporter.
Are you saying we can't leave until they are all dealt with?
This is correct.
Uh-oh.
Can you tell how many are left?
She says there are we currently detect 7 within the labs.
And are there any through the doorway we tried entering earlier?
She says the storage area has 2 demons within it.
Wait, did she say we can't leave or we can't leave through the front door?
Neither. We can't leave.
But we can't get into the storage area to kill those two. Without
That's what I was just about to ask. Would you grant us temporary access to deal with the demons that are in the storage area?
She would say... What would she say to that? I don't know what she'd say to that, actually.
Because as it stands,
I was
we
thinking of...
don't have access, but we can't leave either. So we would just be stuck here if we could not deal with those demons.
She says, I can send a message to the rune masters of your issue.
That would be greatly appreciated.
She says, "All right, a message has been sent to the Rune Masters. They should get back to you shortly about this issue. Is there anything
Maybe
else I can
Nafar.
help you with?"
Do you confirm receipt of the message on the other side?
She says, "All right. Actually, I don't think she
Yeah,
complied about her."
did is there any way to know if the message actually went through to them?
She says, "The message has been sent. I cannot confirm delivery."
And if they do not give a reply,
I can try again to send another message later.
Maybe we
but you
can
have
try
no way to
turn
gain us
the
access
timer
without
off
their
and on.
permission.
It worked for me today, so
She says,
To do what?
Is there anything else I can help you with?"
ask
I
her how to
was.
turn the pillar off.
Can
Yeah, is
you
there a
can you
way to turn this pillar off safely without permanently damaging it?
The pillar can be powered through the crystal activation device within the storage areas, but it is not recommended to turn the power off as the lab would become unstable due to its old age.
Do I need to drink my potion before leaving this place?
Yeah, will the potions deteriorate if we take those out since they are still in vials?
She says magical items are preserved through their own separate auras. Potions should be unaffected, and other magical
Okay.
items.
And if we don't hear back from the Rune Masters, is there no way for you to grant us temporary access to simply deal with the demons?
She says, "Unfortunately, I do not have the ability to do that."
Understood.
Is there anything
Alright.
else I can help you with?
Is there any
Uh,
other places that we can't enter that have demons in them?
most likely the labs.
She says the only seal is currently on the book materials and the doorway to the storage area. There are no other areas sealed.
Aside from the front door.
Yes, in the front door, sorry.
If they do get back
Ask her
to us,
about the books. How can we remove the seal?
is there a way to remove the seal on the bookshelves without damaging any of the other spells of preservation on them?
She says the permissions for the permissions for this area can be accessed through the hollow point or through the storage area to allow the activation and removal of different force fields.
And the
Oh,
hollow point is basically the teleporter room.
This is correct. Well,
so I can still use the hollow point even though we can't teleport with it currently.
she says you will have access depending on your level of. Well, you have permissions depending on your level of access, she would say.
Yeah, I can change that. Just let
Maybe we
us
should
know
go
if we do get a reply from the Rune Masters, please.
She nods. She says, "I shall inform you if you do, or when you do."
Schroeder, how about we
Yeah,
take a look at the hollow and see if we can play around with it?
I was literally just about to do that.
All right, so she's gonna poof away because you said you didn't have any other questions, right?
No, the last thing was just letting us know if we get a reply.
All right, so she poofs away.
So I might be able to simply change my own access through the hollow point and get us access to the storage room and the bookshelves and everything else.
Hey Ward, you said you were part of the Phoenix Guild, right? Sheva
Yeah.
says. Is there some group of rune masters there that we don't know about that might answer this, or are they all dead and we're just trapped here?
As far as I know, I haven't heard of them before, so this is all news to me.
Calgrad, you might know something with a history check, or anyone with
Okay.
history actually.
I'm not from this world, so
Yeah.
I don't think my history counts. Do you want me to give the alchemy supply after that?
Yeah, so we can do the alchemy. And actually, your rest would pass. So go ahead and
Alright.
take another short rest.
Right.
Do this first. 24.
Calgrod, you were. I'll do the search because you and Ward were searching around, right?
Yes.
So you don't find any secret doors or anything out of the ordinary in here. You would guess that this may have been some kind of waiting area when someone first came into the labs before
What the heck?
maybe someone brought them somewhere else.
I just got teleported into a wall.
You got
Whoops.
yeeted?
You see where my character is, right?
I
Right there.
don't. I
Uh,
see you up
Right there.
over here.
Oh, there it is. Now he's gone.
Oh,
And now I can't get back.
there.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, for some reason I was right here.
So are you coming back wounded?
I don't know. I was just doing my hit dice.
Schroeder, however you did that, let us know so that we can get out of here.
Yeah.
I would love to know.
Well, it's very easy. You just have to break the fourth wall.
Yeah,
Ah.
you just break the walls down.
I am loving my hit dice rolls right now.
Well, Schroeder, after you're done teleporting, we can probably go and take a look.
Yeah, I'm 100% going to do that.
So
So,
for the for the Hezro, you would have gotten 80 gold pieces of Hezro essence and 40 of Shusuva essence if you collected them.
Damn. Only 80.
Yeah.
Alright, Hezro done. What the heck? There we go. And
So we have not walked across that rune again, right? We
Uh,
stayed away from that rune so far.
Yeah, actually the rune would have poofed out after it activated, so it's
Okay.
not there.
and you said 60 or 40 of the Shisuva?
40.
40.
Alright, so what do you all wish to do?
I think. Yeah, I think.
I think going to the hollow point is the better option for now.
So one question about the external door. Did Dummy say that the external door cannot be opened until all the demons are dead?
Correct.
She
It's sealed.
said it would be sealed until they were all dead. Whatever that means.
Including okay, and this is the stone door, the exit stone door, right?
Yeah, that's the front door.
That's the front door. Okay. So that's the front door, people. So we have this door and that door, but both of them. So this one is closed, but we could get access to that one.
We might be able to get access to everything, depending on how much time and how well I do.
Right. Let's see.
Do you want to spend some time with Hollow Point again?
As long as that's cool with everyone else.
Yeah.
Sure.
Either that or you could keep exploring.
Well,
I would.
there's everything else to
Schroeder,
explore.
I would go with.
So
Schroeder
there's
and
a door here,
Oh yeah.
which is not sealed. There's, I mean, she said this door was sealed. You haven't actually tried it, and you have tried this door, and it is sealed.
It also has a strong evocation aura and some other stuff that might blow up in our faces, so we might not want to touch it for now.
The fish
Yeah, right.
tank just had illusion messing around with it,
Yes.
right?
Illusion and weird purple water.
Okay. So probably best to not touch the purple water. That's fine.
I will put the shadow crystal back in its slot.
All right.
And back.
Something I actually forgot to mention about this place. This pillar doesn't actually have a slot. It just seems to be active now when you came in.
Oh, cool. We don't have to leave one here.
Yeah. It seems like for whatever reason, once you teleported in, it was activated.
So now we definitely don't want to turn off that pillar.
Okay, well,
You would imagine it has something to do with that big pillar in the center that's powering everything.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out if that them is as intelligent as you think it is, and I'll try
Well,
and place my hand on one of the pillars.
well, I'm going to look behind the pillar to see if there is a shadow gem on it.
No, this pillar doesn't seem to have a alcove like the other one did. It's just powered.
I will place my hand on the pillar.
Yeah, and actually, I should have when you were in the cathedral, I should have let you know this one was already powered because it isn't powered by individual. It's powered by this place. So you're gonna Ward. So the only one that has a handprint is this one, Ward.
Oh, so if Schroeder is the only one who's doing it, I'll just cast guidance on him.
Okay. So Schroeder, you would re-enter the hollow, and you're gonna try to manipulate it with the runes like you did before.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to gain more access.
So give me a Arcana check.
I love
Uh,
those.
but
So,
before you have a +3. That's better.
really bad roll, but that's still 20.
That's yeah, still 20. So it looks like at this location you have very little in the ways of permissions. Uh, do you want to try to unlock the teleporter or security or information? Those are the three it
Let's
looks like you can access right now.
let's start with security.
All right. And actually, are we okay taking a 5 minute break? I know it's kind of late in, but use restrooms and
Sure.
everything. All right.
Yeah, sure.
Let's take a
Yeah,
quick break. I just noticed Calgrod's background. Nice. Got like a little
legit setup.
layer going on there. All right, so
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Cool, cool,
I,
cool.
If
Hidden background.
Schroeder, if you can activate this defenses on the demons, it would be pretty
That
fun.
would be hilarious, yeah. Automated defense system.
This feels like a Fallout vault. Have we been under the cathedral in the sessions I missed?
That's how we got here.
Okay.
There's a hollow point underneath the cathedral.
And we ran across some Warforge.
Yeah, so there's a demi in that hollow, and then it suddenly got like booped out of the way, and something very similar but larger called Demi Prime was not so happy that I was there, but I managed to persuade it because I kept messing around with the runes by myself without their help, and convince them that we're trying to defeat the Shadow Lords, common enemy, and all that. And he showed his quote unquote true form as a Warforged that had like 6 arms.
Oh,
And apparently, the Warforged on this world used to be created and enslaved by the dwarves, but they managed to liberate themselves.
Good for them.
And as far as I can tell, they either live in the hollow somehow, or they're just mentally linked to it. But they
well,
are
if
seeking
he's
a
a
way to.
six-armed Warforged, he probably has a real form somewhere.
Yeah. And it did mention that it did wish to return to the material plane. And I told them that now would be somewhat of a decent time. The dwarves pretty much are, for the most part, no longer have their kingdom. It got destroyed. And they could potentially even help with getting rid of the Shadow Lords. And
Nice.
what do you mean by that, Nico?
Sorry?
What do you mean by that?
I don't actually remember what I said. I was distracting myself with something else.
You typed in chat Schroeder's a player.
Oh, because you're super friendly with all of the. I typed that a while ago.
Ah.
I typed that like when you first mentioned Demi Prime to the laboratory Demi.
Brother's name dropping.
Yep.
I
Billy is
mean,
rap.
when they all have the same name, it's not all that difficult to remember.
Hey, Schroeder,
Yee.
are you our hollowback girl? Sorry, I've been sitting on that joke for like.
That's a good one. I like it. That's a very good play on words.
Do what I can.
It's still
All right.
better than my best friend.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Puns.
Did someone punish you?
That's more like my best friend.
Designated Schroeder as our hollowback girl.
Your hollow back girl? All right.
He likes it too.
Got it.
So securities.
Is everyone back?
Do I know if Schroeder used his thing I gave him?
That's actually a really good question. Is there a way for the person casting guidance to know if or when they actually use
you
it?
would know the magic is dispersed because you know when you would stop concentrating on it. But
So
I don't actually think that could help much for Schroeder because he would take quite a while to do his check. It would be like an hour long.
Well, it stays for an hour, right? So
I thought it
if
was
there's
only like
any-
10 minutes for
Oh.
I
guidance.
thought it was 1 minute.
Or is it 1 minute? Yeah, I thought it was a short duration.
I'll keep it on him in case something finicky happens and he has to make a roll to save
Oh.
his life.
If we team up on guidance, can he just get super guidance? Does it stack?
I don't think it stacks.
No.
That would be
Then
nice,
you
though.
circle and guidance each other and to infinity.
No, I think you can't stack spells like that, if I remember.
Yeah, we can
How do we
stack.
guide him if he can't hear us.
We also
I
can
mean,
stack.
if it had somewhat of a cooldown, then you could just like time it to where I could constantly have guidance.
Uh,
Oh, Calgrod's back, but still muted.
Is he talking though?
That's a really good question. Seeing as he's muted, I wouldn't be able to tell.
all right, so you were going for which area?
Security.
Security. So you're trying to pass time messing with the hollow setup in here. So at one point while you're manipulating it, there seems to be some sort of mishap as you are messing with the runes, and I need an intelligence save.
Oh, an intelligence save?
Yes.
You got this.
That's hilarious. I get advantage. 26.
Alright, so you would make it as you feel a piercing pain in your consciousness and take 12 points of psychic damage. And the hollow suddenly poofs you back out, and you are outside of the pillar.
What? Did you fuck up? What
You
happened?
see him bleeding from his nose a bunch.
I wasn't able to manipulate anything else, and I wasn't able to basically do anything. Oh, my character's gone again. Love it.
Oh, you look like you're standing right there to me.
Give it
Yeah, I
5
know it does
seconds.
that sometimes whenever I mess with my HP.
So basically, you were in the midst of changing the runes around to get permissions when it seemed to have detected that you were up to something and booted you out. Because 17 would not have been enough.
It was 20.
But that was for the initial one, because remember, the guidance only lasts a minute.
Yes, and I didn't make another roll after that.
I thought that was for the security check.
No, you didn't tell me to roll for anything.
He only rolled once, and he had guidance for that one.
Yeah, so far I've only rolled the once and then the saving throw.
Well, the once was supposed to be for the security, because that's all you would have need to roll. Because there was nothing else you were doing in there besides trying to gain control of security, right?
Well, you asked me to roll before you even made me decide on what to go for, and that was the 17 turned to a 20 with guidance.
All right. Well, that was what you were supposed to. That was what I thought you were rolling for.
But as you were saying, the guidance might not help because it would take longer than a minute.
Yeah, that was the issue because it would not have been able to go for that whole hour of doing that.
Well, if
Yeah, it's always the same thing.
we,
Guidance is only for one specific check.
Yeah. So
And I only
yeah.
made one check.
So yeah, this I was gonna say the 17 was for that check because I may have asked you to roll by accident.
Okay. Then I'm
Yes.
just gonna hop back in and try again.
All right.
Because
So
17 is extremely low for my Arcana.
yeah. So a half hour has passed. It is now about 5 o'clock ish. When you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Nico would probably turn to the group and let them know if anyone's hungry, just let me know. I can make us a quick, bland but nutritious meal.
Soup?
Uh, I don't know what my create food and water would make, but it would make us something. It would get us through.
Ah.
All right. So when you try to hop back in, when you press your hand to the handprint, nothing seems to happen.
Maybe someone else should try.
Uh-oh.
A couple other magical people here.
Well, yep. Ward or Bellfire, who
You
comes in mind first?
you may have been locked out because of the security breach.
I'll try and fuck with it now.
All right. So Ward's gonna put his hand on.
Yes.
All right. So Ward, you would appear within the hollow. Is this your first time in here?
Yeah.
So once again, the light would appear and ask you to identify yourself.
Ward.
All right. So it would give you the basic. I'm not gonna role play it all again because you kind of know what it is, but it gives you the basic permissions and then would just kind of wink out.
Okay, at the moment it winks out, I'm going to start fucking with it.
All right. So now you would do an Arcana check.
I would use inspiration.
Okay. Oh wait. Actually, before you do that, again, when you mess with before I make you roll early, you would see there are the 3 areas that you can mess with. Security. What did I say it was?
Teleporter and
Information, security, and teleportation are the 3 areas.
Is
Strangely enough,
that
go ahead.
Is Demi appears again?
She appeared on the inside, then disappeared, but you all didn't see her outside the hollow.
Okay.
And yes, this
Uh,
does seem to be in common, not dwarven.
Okay, so I would ask Ward if you have any chance to talk to him or her or whatever it is. Again, ask what's the name of uh, the rune masters, just
So,
so that we know. Because
so
if we have a name, we can do research and stuff like that.
was this before he went in?
Yeah, I would have asked that. Well, yeah, I didn't realize it was not something that was actually coming outside. So
Okay,
that is something I was thinking about. We haven't really looked into in details.
so
We only
sure.
just like a generic Rune Master stuff. But I mean, is that like Gavok or Malek? Maybe if the names match something we know, we can.
I would attempt to go after information then.
Information? Alright. So give me, and you said you're using an inspiration on this?
Yes.
So give me an Arcana check as you attempt to gain access to information.
Come on, be good.
Mm.
Alright, so an hour is passing. I need another Events check. It's probably going to be nothing because you're pretty safe in here at this point.
So,
If another hour is passing, I will take another short rest.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah, you're fine. So an hour passes. You would indeed gain access to the information part of this place, which opens up the option to allow the hollow to be accessed from the outside world by yourself and others.
do I still think I can mess with it the same way I did right now while outside?
Yes, and you also can summon Demi to ask her more questions, and she'll be able to give you more information.
Okay. Um, so I'll exit the terminal now that I don't need to actually use it,
Okay.
and I would tell the group that I have access for information right now. If we want to ask Demi some questions before I go after security,
Yeah,
All right.
well, that's that she has the name of the rune masters.
I would clap my hand and say, "Demi, appear."
Alright, so when you say Demi's name, the little glowing ball would just pop into existence. And she says, Yes, Ward, how can I be of assistance?
The names of the word, the rune masters.
She says, There are quite a few rune masters. Was there a specific school you were looking for, or a specialization?
Well, maybe the ones that were in charge of this area.
Those associated with the labs. Sure. Let me access my data banks.
Right, Calgar? That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I want to know if there is any connection with the names that we've heard, like Malek or Gavok, or if there is any connection between them and what's going on.
Well, that might potentially be School of Necromancy, which I was curious if they had a rune master for.
So there are three rune masters that are in charge of the labs currently: Master Adrog, Master Boric, and Master Durgot. Uh, would you like to know
Did
anything
any
else?
did any one of them had any logs in this place, or other than the last 1,000 years?
He says none of them have accessed the Hollow within the last 1,000 years.
Are
Okay.
there any rune masters on Necromancy?
I'm sorry, Master Schroeder, but you are currently penalized for attempting to access the lab illegally. You must submit an apology to the Rune Masters and have them clear you to be able to access again.
Oh shoot! Whoops.
Okay. That's really bad that he tried to do that. And after saying that,
Or just shakes his head at you.
I would immediately try and look to send an apology letter and accept it as Schroeder.
A letter has been sent to the Rune Masters challenging or appealing this. They'll get back to you as soon as they can.
Good. Now I'm going to try and I'm basically trying to hack the terminal again to make it accept
Demi,
Schroeder.
sorry, Ward, ask her which rune master was the letter sent to.
I would relay that question.
The appeals process? Oh, jeez.
The burden of world generation.
You mind asking about that Necromancy rune master?
Yes, please.
Master Balder is currently in charge of the appeals process. He should get back to you soon.
Okay. Yeah, really soon, I'm sure. Can I go into the terminal and make myself that rune master?
You asking her?
No, I'm trying to fuck around with the terminal without Demi's permission.
Mm.
So you can still sort of see the stars out here when you summon Demi, but yeah. So do you want to just start trying to manipulate it again?
Well, if it's very obvious, I would go to the terminal if it seems like a more intelligent idea.
Give me an Arcana check.
I would keep using
This
inspiration to
is
this.
this is to know something. This isn't to hack
Oh,
yet.
okay. So Arcana.
So you would guess that it's less about being seen by Demi and more about doing something incorrectly. Because Demi probably knows that you're accessing the runes while you're within the hollow. It's just if you fuck it up, that's when like she realizes you're doing something bad.
Okay.
So doing it in front of her, like while she's out here, isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just like I said,
Oh,
more the rolls than her seeing you.
okay. Um, so I will attempt to make myself recognized as a rune master by the Hollow,
So you
specifically the one in
think
charge of appeals.
you would guess that something like that might be under security, but you're not sure if this place would allow you to do like you might actually have to go to the capital to do something like that.
Oh, well,
And
we
currently,
only,
there's no teleporter to the capital.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, let's go after security then.
We
Currently, there's no
activate the
teleporter
necromancer.
anywhere.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
This
and the
time,
question
can
about the necromancer, if there is any rune master that's a necromancer.
I don't know. Hang on, let me think. Let me look at my notes.
guidance is just a cantrip? Yes.
Yes.
This time, can Nico just continuously do guidance until he uses it?
I don't think you could do that because it's more meant for like quick things that are happening, not for
yeah.
something that's over time.
You want me to concentrate on a cantrip for an hour?
Just keep casting it every 6 seconds. So yeah, I'm not sure if that would work. But Necromancer Rune Master. It's got to be in my notes here somewhere. Let me pull up my notes, better known as random name generator. Let's say Master Devik is the Rune Master of Necromancy currently. The head Rune Master of Necromancy.
Yeah, if they're alive, I want to have a word with that one.
If he's a lich somewhere.
Yeah. Well,
Doesn't change what I
none of
said.
them access this hollow in 1,000 years, even if they were necromancy oriented.
Uh,
So,
so he said none of the Rune Masters has accessed it in 1,000 years, I believe.
That's also a decent question to ask: is who has accessed it in the last 1,000 years, or the last 100 years, for that matter?
I would actually ask that question, yeah.
So you're asking if anyone has accessed it within the last 100 years?
Has anyone accessed it recent in the after the last rune master used it? So in the last 1,000 years after it was basically unused, were there anybody who was coming across here late, like 500 years ago even?
There has been three accesses in the last 100 years, she says. Or it says.
Could you tell me their names?
They all identified themselves as. Yeah, sure. They all identified themselves as Master Malik.
That's what I
Does
thought.
does Master Malak has any authorization on anything, or was he
Uh,
rejected by the Hollow?
Master Malik has full authorizations within the labs.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get some of that authorization myself by hacking.
All right,
I mean,
so
if you get security, you might be able to block his access as well.
you're
Yeah.
trying for
He also
security.
had free hand to do whatever the fuck he wants here, and probably s- swarm this place with demons. Yeah, I'm gonna try and start hacking the security.
All right. Give me another hour of your.
Inspired Arcana check.
Oh, you're just using all the inspirations. All right.
Oh yeah, good thing
It's
I
probably
tried.
good you did. 22 would be enough, and you would gain access to security. You now have information and security done.
Oh, if you have security, you might be able to regain me access.
So there's a couple of things you can do with security that are obvious. You can make people immune to the defenses of this place. You can open and close shieldings, which currently they're shielding on a couple of things. You see that there are two stone golem guardians that are guarding the labs, so you can give basically immunity against those. And yeah, you can activate and deactivate a bunch of the shieldings on the doors and bookcases and such.
Oh, can you remotely activate those golems?
I would remove the force shield again over the books, so we can have access to them.
Okay.
And I would see if I can give first of all give immunity to the defenses to everybody in the party,
Yeah.
and see if I can activate the golems to fight the demons or assist us.
They are already activated to defend the area, so you think they'll already attack demons on site.
Okay, can I ask
Or
them to
wait,
come to?
sorry, I was wrong. It looks like they're currently listed as not to attack the demons. So yes, you
I
can
would
tell them to attack the demons now.
since I have access, can I do it on the fly, or I have to be?
You would have to summon Demi and basically command her to do it if you want to do it on the fly. But
Okay,
yeah,
so
now that you can access Demi from anywhere on the normal plane, you can do it from anywhere if you call her.
okay. Well, my thought process is, and I'm consulting the group, is that if we send them to attack now, they might just die.
Yeah, we should
And
probably do that right before we attack them.
yeah, maybe
How
you
about
can
if you
try and
add
give a
all of,
more Sorry.
What was that, Bellfire?
can you add all of us to the system with like full authorizations, like just in case?
That there was not an option to just add everyone. They would have to. Each person would have to be given these clearances either through the main office or from hacking.
Would he
So,
be able to remove my temporary ban?
uh, that he could. Sure, I'll say he can do that.
How long
Yay.
was this temporary ban anyway?
It's basically in effect until it's cleared by the security guy.
Okay, so I would attempt to do that as well.
All right, so Schroeder is no longer banned from using the Hollow.
Yay.
Nice.
What was the last option? There was information security and what else?
Teleportation. Yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you all want to do?
Well,
Now that we have all of that, we can
what's the
start
other
doing
thing we
things.
can do again? The teleporter, right?
Yeah,
Teleporter.
to be able
But we
to.
still haven't finished exploring this place.
Yeah, we can also see if there's anything else that teleporter here is connected to.
True. I'm assuming
Um,
it's just the same three,
since we're
though.
pretty close to the end of the session, we might as well just try and do that before we end, right? Because we're not gonna go into another combat.
Yeah, I assume you wouldn't go fight something at this point.
So I would attempt to just finish it off with trying to get the teleporter.
All right, so that would be a D, or that would be a Arcana.
Another inspiration.
All right.
Give me control.
There you go.
Nice.
That paid off. So yeah, you would unlock the teleporter, and it looks like there are only the two options now, or actually only the one option would be going back to the cathedral through the vaults of Kultora.
Okay.
So this
at
one
least-
isn't connected to the
There,
one.
well, there is
in
the
Char.
sorry, there is the other one. So no, you're right. There is the other one. There's the one in Char,
Okay.
the Halls of Tarsus, but you don't see any other options. Demi lied to you.
Okay.
There's no teleport to the base.
Probably the last thing I'm gonna do is try and remove Malik. Can I try and remove his authorizations?
There's
Maybe
no. Go ahead.
maybe try to find what he actually needed the authorization for, or what he did in the lab.
Yeah,
That's
like a
also
change log.
yeah. I would look at both of those options.
It looks like he used the teleporter in a way that wasn't intended, but it doesn't say exactly what he did. Something with the teleporter. It also looks like he opened up some of the secret storage areas. Doesn't say where they are, what he took. And it looks like I don't know if it actually say. Just access the lab a bunch, probably. So he
Okay.
did something in the laboratory, use the teleporter for something, and yeah, access the secret areas a bunch.
What was the name of the other Shadow Lord?
Guyvok.
Gavok.
I
Gavok.
would I would look for Gaivok.
There's no or
No,
like information on him being here.
No
if he
username.
ever logged in here.
If he did, there's no name Guyvok that it has registered. There would be entries in the information area about Guyvok, which I think you already knew some things about, right? Have you
Um,
looked up Guyvok in the Hollow before?
I think I did, but I don't remember what we've actually found out.
All right. Well, if we want, we can probably do that next time because we are getting close to the end. So
okay.
why don't we do some MVP votes and wrap here for the week? As
Yeah,
you
so
all.
the thing, so just the thing I remember on Guyvok is that he had been imprisoned by the dwarves, captured in prison, and
Right, and they didn't know how.
yes,
They didn't know how to kill him, so they just trapped him. I
and
think
he
is what we
was
found out.
the master of Malek. Malek was his student.
Yeah.
Student.
Who was not a Shadow Lord at the time, according to him. So I got 4 votes. I think I need 2 more.
2.
Or sorry,
Does
1
you
more.
mean that the Twitch vote counts?
Stop
Look,
it.
the Twitch vote is just you.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
I voted for an NPC. On
So I think is it Ward? Yeah, Ward with 3 votes. Your MVP. Congrats.
Yeah.
Getting some of my inspiration back today.
There you go.
Well used inspiration.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
See you guys.
Yeah,
Have a good
All right.
everyone have a good week and yeah, take care. I'll see you next time.
All right.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Well, thank you, CM. It was really fun.
All right, glad you had fun.
Yeah.
See you next Saturday.
See you then. What are we at 7 o'clock now in game time? Yeah, looks right.